Yeah, both they a couple months apart.
3 months.
Oh, they hood twins. You got hood twins.
Baby Carl.
We live. We're live. Oh my god. Yeah. No, because this shit was fucking up.
Huh? Okay, do your thing.
We are live. Oh my god.
Ray J voice.
Charlamagne, we live. Yo, Ray J's a GOAT. Ray J deserves his respect, y'all.
Wow.
Hold on, wait. I gotta send this to me so then I can send it to you.
I gotta put down this little disclaimer on Facebook.
So y'all good?
Yeah. You leaving?
No. And do some work?
Yeah, just like you did me,
Not
you heard?
Nah,
I'm just.
I needed that little time though, yo, for us to.
You did?
Cause I wasn't feeling the best, yo. I needed that little time to get my body right, man.
Get your body right.
I had to, now.
Get your chakras aligned.
Yo, dead ass, yo. I was like, damn, man. Fuck, man.
Yo.
That's why I'm moving to somewhere with 90 degrees all the time.
Yo, you know what's crazy?
I get the fuck out of here.
You know what's crazy? I want to move to Toronto so bad, but I'm like, yo, that shit is colder than here.
I gotta get the fuck out of here, yo.
But Toronto is so nice, but it's
Niggas
just
be like, yo, bundle up, wear more stuff. I said, I still get sick. Fuck you talking about bundle up. Yo,
make you sweat.
I was just about to say that, yo. When I be having all that shit on outside, I be fucking sweating, yo.
You know what's crazy? I came outside today and I was like, yo, this shit is cold, but it's gonna get colder.
It's gonna get cold. Yo, it's gonna get colder.
It's gonna get colder.
It's gonna get colder. Okay, I got time for this Jack Frost shit, man.
Keep this.
Word. People was hitting me up already, like, where the link? Where the link for tonight? I'm like, yo.
Hey, what's up, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. So sorry, it was technical difficulties. Like YouTube is hating. Okay,
they hating on us. They hating on us. They want us to be great.
I've been trying to. Hi.
They don't want us to be great.
Hi. I've been trying to get this. What's the occasion? I go live every Wednesday at 9, even though it's 10 right now. But YouTube was really just hating, so I've been trying to go live for like the past, I want to say half hour or so, and it kept giving me an error message, but now it's finally working. So we here live every Wednesday. It's almost creep hours.
Literally.
Hold on, wait. We gotta get some more people coming. Gotta get things going. And yeah, almost creep hours is supposed to be what holds you over from the regular daytime to creep time. So in between that time when you setting something up for the night, whatever you got planned, no judgment here. This is a no judgment zone. We're helping to entertain you. So we're talking about current events. We're giving you different like segments that we have, like our top 10 segment, our this and that segment. And then we also got a question for all the creeps. So a creep hour question before it's time for creep time. So that means, you got your thing already in the Uber on their way coming. We're here to entertain you. So hold on. We've been having some technical difficulties, which is crazy. But listen, this is all part of the process, right? You gotta go through these downs before you get up.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
Say that one more time.
You gotta go through those downs before you get up.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I feel like man, Kanye needs to give me on Sunday service, yo. Cut me a check.
Nah, that was one of them Rev Run quotes.
Cut me a check.
That was one of them Rev Run quotes.
I could be on a private jet too, telling you that right now. See,
that was one of them Rev Runs, yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. Hold it. Let's get to dating questions. What? Who trying to date me? I'm not an easy date, okay? I'm difficult. No, I'm playing. Playing legit. I really like your content. Thank you so much. What you say?
Anybody that wear black lipstick different.
First of all, my lipstick not even black. It is a dark purple. Thank you very much. Get your cues in order. Know your colors, and you make merch, so you should know your colors better. And even if I did wear black lipstick, that doesn't mean I'm difficult. Sometimes y'all need a challenge, because when y'all get shit that's too easy, y'all don't know how to act. And that's a topic for a whole different video.
Whole different
video. up, Louis?
I just sent them the fucking link too, yeah.
What's up, Louis? How's it been? Oh my God. So Louis is our old engineer. We had our old show. Great times over there. What's your type, Ayesha? And the same goes for Joe. What's your type? What you looking for?
Gotta cook. You gotta know how to cook. That's
number one.
Yeah.
You gotta know how to cook.
Yeah, I gotta eat. I don't want to eat. I don't want to be going out eating fast food every day. Yo. You gotta know how to cook.
I don't really have a type. I know I'm gonna be like really cliche and generic when people like, oh, I go off of vibes. But that's how I am. Like I go off of like the type of person you are. Like I don't have a type when it comes to like looks.
You gotta cook. You gotta have a sense of humor.
Definitely.
I want to laugh. I want to be saying jokes and you looking at me and shit.
For me, not only do I got a sense of humor, but you gotta deal with like a girl that got like a tough, slick ass mouth because like I'm from Jersey City, so I'm gonna talk shit. Like I'm gonna say shit. Like I'm not just gonna be easy to.
Okay, y'all be about to start.
I'm not gonna be easy to talk to. I'm not gonna like make things easy for you. Like I'm always gonna have something smart to say because that's just me. So if you can deal with my smart mouth and you say something smart back, then it's cool. I like a woman who cooks. Where I know how to cook too. I don't have that much time to cook because like I don't be home that much, but I definitely cook. All right, so what's one? What happened? The lighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's looking a little too romantical in here.
It's one of them remotes. Where the fucking?
Hold on, we're trying to get the lighting right. But really, all I ask for is definitely. So consistency and effort is important.
Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
That's good.
Consistency and effort is important, but I think consistency and communication is important. You gotta communicate. Okay.
You ready?
You gotta know how to talk to one another.
You ready?
Yeah, we're just chopping it up, waiting to. Oh, ready for the next shot?
No, I'm ready.
No, you ready for the next shot? Or you ready for the show? You ready for the next shot?
Just start yet? Somebody coming at 11 o'clock.
We about to start right now.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Damn, I was just in the middle. Okay. Make this quick. Okay, everyone. What's up? It's Ayesha Go.
Your boy Joe Styles Flynn.
And welcome to Almost Creep Hours. Yes, that is the correct title of the show. It's Almost Creep Hours because it is Wednesday. It is hump day. And we are here to entertain you in between the regular daytime and creep time. So when you setting something up, sending out them mass WYD text seeing who respond to you first. When you're trying to order the wings to see who coming through.
Get your wine.
Get your wine on
your
chill.
Chablis, your Pinot Grigio. Your
Sauvignon Blanc.
Yeah.
All of that.
Sangria.
We're here to entertain you and also talk through some of today's hot topics. So first off, we're gonna start with new music. Talking about the new music that came out this week. So the new music that came out this past week is Dave East put out an album, which I think is technically his debut album.
Yeah, because everything else
has been like mixtapes or projects. Yeah. So Dave East put out his debut album, Survival. Doja Cat, who is like one of my favorite rappers and female rappers right now, put out her album Hot Pink. Chief Keef put out The Glow Files. Jay Stone put out The Definition of Loyalty. And Burna put out La Plaza. And I know you also got some local artists that put projects out this past week that we want to highlight as well.
Yes. Gold Dynasty, somebody who we had on the show.
Of course.
They just put out a single, Moonwalk.
Okay.
Real dope. High Society Reef, which I talked about, I think on our first episode about his EP B and 2. He got a single out, I Need a Girl 2 featuring Smoke Burrell and J. Luke. And Tev G, somebody who we had on the show before as well from Philly. Remember he came up. He got Crazy Story freestyle that's out right now, which is dope.
Dope. So we got a lot of new music out there right now.
And it's some well, I still got a little more new music. It's rumors.
More?
Yeah, it's rumors that it's not a rumor. This is not a rumor. This is official. Smoke Dizza and Currency, they're working on a project that's coming out on the 29th.
But that makes sense.
It's called Prestige Worldwide. They just dropped a single too, which I heard, and it was pretty dope.
Well, that makes sense that Smoke Dizza and the Currency are working together. Especially, too, when you think about Smoke Dizza just worked with, like, basically Griselda. He put out something with Benny the Butcher. Mm-hmm. Dope. That fucking 7:30 with Benny the Butcher, Smoke Dizza, and Westside Gun. Dope. But, yeah, that makes sense. But, yeah, it's a lot of new music coming out. And right now, the new music that I'm really feeling, I gotta be honest with you, I'm really feeling that Doja Cat album, because to me, Doja Cat is not only the best woman that's out here rapping, but the best rapper out here in general. And I know Ebro tweeted that too, like recently, but she's just dope. She's giving you the lyrics, metaphors, punchlines. She's giving you the harmonies. She's out here singing on records.
You said
too.
She's the
creativity.
She's a,
Have you seen her videos?
No, I'm just. You said she's the dope.
Have you seen her videos?
No. But you said she's the dope.
Yes.
This including everybody.
Yes. Have you seen her video?
Yeah.
You seen her video for Cybersex? You seen her video for Rules? Where she had the snake on her, like Aaliyah. Doja Cat is dope. And I've been rocking with Doja Cat since she first came out with So High. So that's what I'm listening to right now. What's your favorite out of everything that came out?
That recently came out?
Yeah.
Only thing I listened to, most of the Davies. It's okay. You know, it's a little more than okay. It's a little more than okay. I like the track with the tribute shit he did for Nipsey. I like the shit that he got with Tiana Taylor. I like the shit that he got with Lil Baby. Only thing about it is like the production is just, you know.
Can I complain about Davies? And yes, Doja Cat does like produce her own stuff, and she makes like some of her beats, and then other people make it better. And I seen the chat. Gangstar album came out last week, so we talked about that last week. So Gangstar came out last week. I think the 1st or something like that. We're talking about albums that came out the 8th. But my honest opinion with Dave East, I like Dave East. I think Dave is dope. But I think Dave is one of those artists that suffers from being too good, where he raps too good, that he doesn't make great songs. And I previously did a video saying that Dave East don't got no hits, because if you're talking to somebody that's not familiar with Dave East, I don't know what song to tell them about his to be like, oh, this is what you got to listen to. You know what I mean? Like, you got the artists like the Kendricks, the Coles, the Drakes, when you automatically got those go-to songs, or like, you know what their hit is. But Dave doesn't have a universal hit. And I think Dave, Wale, and a couple artists are ones that suffer from being too good. Where it's like, you're so good at rapping and a technical aspect of rap that you're not good with putting together a song. You're not good with knowing what's going to hit at a festival. You're not good at knowing what's going to hit on the radio, what's going to hit in the clubs, what's going to hit in the streets. And it's like, it's sad to know that you could be too good and excel too much, but I think they need to kind of dial back a little bit. I'm not dumb it down, but you got to know the different markets and know the different audiences and be able to create content for those different spaces.
I definitely agree with that with Davies. Davies is definitely that. And I think besides, you know, I mean, him being so good, it's the production. If his production just was a little better, I think, you know, it'd be a little more easier to fuck with his songs. Because I remember before one time, I don't know what mixtape it was, and my business partner Chris had, you know, put it on, and we just let the whole thing rock out while we was working, and that shit sounded like it was just one big ass song, y'all. I'm like, damn, like this is a different song. Like every beat was the same. It felt like it was the same. And
but that goes back into knowing how to make a song and know how to make an actual hit in a record, and not just I know how to rap. I know how to flow on this beat. Like I know how to everything's come into it. And I'm thinking about too. I was at Rolling Loud in New York, and Jim brought Dave out, and it's like it wasn't no universal song. Like, you know, everybody knows Pop Smoke, Welcome to the Party, or like, look, Dave East don't got a record like that everybody knows. And then also too, when it comes to the women, a lot of women rock with Dave East just because of the fact of his looks, but they don't know his actual music. They don't know what he's actually putting out. So
I wouldn't put Wale in that though.
Yes, Wale is too good of a technical rapper so he got his women's songs like Lotus Flower Bomb, and right now he got On Chill, but he's too much of like a technical rapper. And like when it comes to like, to understand Wale, you gotta really rewind, you gotta really understand what he's saying, you gotta Google shit. People lazy, a lot of people not doing that. That's why somebody like a 2 Chainz or a Nicki that could dumb their shit down and make their shit simplified, they shit hit easier, because it's like, this is easy. Everybody can know, whether you smart, whether you surface level remedial, you understand it. A Wale, a Davies,
I think the only reason why I want to put them up, because at least Wale got some hits. Like Davies don't have. I'm not saying that they're exactly the same, but I'm saying I think they suffer from the same thing as being too good and being too technical. But Wale definitely does have more hits, more commercial, and like I said, I think too, like, just the production wise, like what's name beats are just too much. It bore you. It put you to sleep. I was listening, I was listening to the project today, and like I said, it wasn't bad, but the beats was boring. Like, it was boring. He makes boring music. He makes good music, but it's boring music.
A common thing that people say about Dave is if he came out during that golden era of hip hop, he definitely would have been more successful. He would have been bigger. He would have been viewed as like.
If he would have came out from like 90, anywhere from 90 to like 2000, that would have been his time. Yeah. Anywhere from 90 to 2000, Dave East would have been killing.
But then it's hard when it's like, yo, you coming from 2019 and you got people like, I hate to mention him, you got like the 6ix9ines, but then you also got like the A Boogies, but then you also got the newer people, like you got the Chef G, you got the Sleepy
Roddy
Hollow, you got the Roddy Ricch, you got the Pop Smoke, and like you're a Dave East and you're more lyrical. Of course, it's gonna be harder to stand out amongst those people. But again, a lot of new music out there. Make sure you check it out. Again,
Facts.
I'm going with Doja Cat's Hot Pink because I think that she's just really
I'm gonna listen
dope.
to this, but I'm gonna, like I said, it just came out, so I'm gonna listen to Dave East's album a little more. I'm listening to Dave East's album a little more.
And Davey's got an upcoming tour too. So of course, I hope that the tour does good. I hope a lot of people come out. And I think he has a cult following, but if he's trying to tap into like that mainstream success, being on the radio and expanding, he got to do something a little different. He got to work with different production. He got to do something different with the flows, with the content. Like, because we seen him try that with the Chris Brown record, the Ladies record, which is like,
and that was dope.
A Ladies record. Fab mastered the Ladies record. Banks mastered the Ladies records. Like, you have all these hard rappers that mastered the Ladies records, but that Dave and Chris record, it just
like I was listening to this album today, and I'm like, damn, what's the single?
Yeah,
like I can't even tell you what's the single. And he had some good music on there, but like I said, the production it was just real dry. It was real dry to listen. It was
who I think Dave would be good with to get that mainstream success? I feel like if him and French did something. Because French is good with having a hit and having like that universal, like even if song that French got now with Cardi and Post Malone, I hear it on the radio. Shit started
in the chat. What's up? Shit started said he would like Dave East and ASAP Ferg to do a joint album. That might not be bad. That'd be bad.
Because Ferg is good too with putting out a hit. Like Ferg knows how to make them like them records.
Ferg. Ferg will bring. You know what? Ferg will bring a lot of energy to the track, which Dave East don't have. So that'd be good. I like that. Yeah, I like that. That's not bad.
So Dave with a Ferg or a French would be good. But okay, that's our new music segment. And right now,
this is my favorite part of the show.
This is Joe's favorite part of the show. The part of the show that gives me anxiety. We are doing our top 10 segment. Now, every week we have a top 10 countdown of basically you name it. So last week we did a top 10. What we did? Top 10 feature verses that was better than the main artist, but we've counted down everything from top 10 record labels, top 10 fucking.
We've done everything.
We've done everything.
And we do a top 10 literally every week. How some people do top 10s, hearing it. We literally do a top 10 every single week. So if y'all want us to do any top 10, put it in the chat. We'll do it. This week we're doing a top 10 that Blogs by FK wanted us to do.
Shout out to Fatu.
And it's top 10 storytelling hip hop songs.
Yes. So not just artists, but storytelling songs. So songs that you listen to from start to finish, where it's cohesive, it's telling a specific story.
Can I get both of y'all favorite storytellers?
No. Oh wait,
storytellers?
Artists?
Yeah.
Artists?
Yes.
Wow, it's so many, yo. Just one storyteller artist.
Off top, I'm gonna say Nas.
Off top, you said Nas. Off top, I'm gonna say. Wow. Damn.
I'm gonna say Nas Kendrick.
I'm gonna say
Nas Kendrick.
I'm gonna say out of between Big, Andre 3000, and Slick Rick. It's like one of those three.
I'm gonna throw in Cool G Rap, and I'm gonna throw in Styles P.
All right, that's DJ Chaotic. He said he got
Styles got engineer out here.
Yeah, Styles P and Cool G Rap. That's not bad.
But we gotta get to our top 10. So
let's do this.
Right now we're doing a top 10 storytelling songs.
Storytelling songs, not artists. So not even just artists,
songs. And I'm nervous because this is where me and Joe always kind of like disagree. Sometimes we got the same, but then sometimes we don't. So this is gonna be interesting to see.
I feel like this list we might have a song. You don't even think a song or two?
I don't think so.
That's good.
I don't
because we've always had at least a song or two the same. All right, let's go.
Okay, starting with number 10. Joe, you go first.
My number 10 song. You gotta be a real hip hop head to know this song. I got Cameron D Ruggs because it took me even a long time to even know that he was talking about his mom's being on drugs, but he was making it seem like that was her boyfriend, like the whole song. So as I got older, I'm like, oh shit, he talking about. I was too young to really get it, but as I got older, I started. Okay. But yeah, underrated song too. Like I said, you got to be a real hip hop head to know that song. Number 10, Cameron D Ruggs.
All right, number 10, I got a song by Jordan Lucas, and it's Ross Cappuccione. So that's like one of the songs that got him the mainstream success when he was talking about the guy that had a friend in school, and then the guy set him up and shot him and left him for dead. And then he also rapped from the version of the guy that set the guy up. So like, I just thought that was like dope storytelling because that's one of the things Joyner does best. And Joyner also highlighted that whole incident that a lot of people didn't know about. Right. Nobody really knew about that guy Ross and what he went through. So that's my number 10. Joyner Lucas, Ross Cappuccione.
All right. My number 9 is Kanye West, Homecoming. You know what I mean? Dope song. Once again, it was a song where he's talking about Chicago, but he's making it seem like he's talking about a female and stuff like that. It was dope. Yeah. Number 9, Kanye West, Homecoming.
All right, my number 9, which I know people are gonna be very critical of, and guess what? I don't care.
She don't care.
My number 9 is actually gonna be Tupac's "Brenda's Got a Baby" because that's historic in its own. Like, I don't even have to say anything else about it. That's one of Tupac's most infamous, notorious songs, and like storytelling itself. It's like you get no better than that. So I gotta put that in there.
All right. That's a good one. My number 8 is Jay-Z, "This Can't Be Life," featuring Beans and Scarface. Everybody told the story. All 3 artists told the story. 3 different stories too, mind you. And everything was dope from the song, from the beat to, by the way, Scarface destroyed that song. Mm-hmm. And yeah, everybody's story was dope. But yeah, Jay-Z, "This Can't Be Life," number 8.
We at number 8? Okay. My number 8 is, I'm actually throwing a little bit of curveball. I'm putting a woman in there because I thought that she did her thing with the song. I got to add in Eve, "Love Is Blind."
Okay.
Because I remember that record. I remember the video and just remember being young, being like, damn, yo, bitches be getting killed. I remember being young, like, and that whole thing just like resonating and just thinking about the scene where it's like they at her homegirl, like, graveyard, like the burial, and then the dude being there and Eve wanting to shoot him and kill him. And I'm just like, yo, this whole thing, even to this day, like when my friends are being like real, dick struck and dumb, I just always think of like, yo, Eve, love is blind. Like, that could be you. That could be you, son. That could be you. So Eve, Love Is Blind is my number 8.
I like that. That's a good pick. Number 7, yo, this is where it started getting crazy for me. Like, I had to start taking stuff out, putting stuff in. Number 7, I wanted to get higher, but like I said, I think my list is legit and is lit. But number 7, I got Biggie Smalls' "Warning." Like, it don't get no better than that. Like I said, I wish I could put it higher, but I got some songs up there. But
gotta have some songs.
Nah, I do. But yeah, Warning was lit. You know what I mean? I don't gotta say too much about that. Like, yeah, number 7, Warning.
All right, so my number 7 comes off of a Jay-Z album that people really didn't like too much, but I liked it, from the American Gangster soundtrack. And I know, just thinking about how he spit that whole thing, making it seem like he was a dude and an actual person, but he was rapping from the perspective of being drugs and like shorty being strung out and like being like her gateway, like her getaway out of life. Like, I just thought that
dope as hell, yo.
That shit. And first of all, Pharrell is my favorite producer of all time. So that a Pharrell beat and then whole spitting his like drug talk shit, you can't go wrong at all. So I got Jay-Z, I Know, as my number 7.
All right, dope. My number 6 was your number something, I forgot, but I got Eve, "Love Is Blind."
Oh, for real?
Yeah, as my number 6. Basically for almost everything that you said.
Thing?
Yeah.
Dope. I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
That was my number 6.
I like that. Okay.
Yeah.
See, sometimes I be nervous because we can either be on the same page or we could be total opposites.
Yeah.
It's still early.
You're right. My number 6 is Scarface, "I Never Seen a Man Die." And I'm just thinking about like being young, being from the East Coast, but still seeing that video and knowing how much it impacted you and like how much like it really like resonated with you. And it's like, yo, who is this person from a different place? Don't even sound like an East Coast rapper, but he's still able to rap and like be impactful, insightful, and really like resonate and stick to us here, especially because you know in the East Coast we're not hard to get, like we're hard to get through, like we're hard, like we don't even put our own on easy. So to have somebody that's from like the South come through and like be such a dope lyricist, a dope MC, like I just thought that song was dope on its own. So that's my number 6. And this is where I get nervous.
This is
when
we get nervous all the time. You always say it. The top 5.
Oh my gosh.
Are you ready?
I'm not ready, but let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. We'll take a little shot before we do the top 5.
I got more than you, but
it doesn't matter.
I don't just really.
I don't.
And I have more than you, and you gotta chase it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. All right. Number 5, I got Lost Boys Renee. I don't really think I even gotta say too much about that. And you know what? I tell you, it might not be the best storytelling song, but I think video-wise, I think it was the best video.
Mm-hmm.
I think out of all of the videos, it was the best video. That and probably the Eve Love Is Blind. Between those 2 videos, like the song and the video, like really,
that's a dope song.
you was able, like you could listen to it, but watch it too at the same time, and you could actually see the story watching the video. You could hear it and see the story. So number 5, Lost Boys Renee.
All right, so my number 5 is gonna be Eminem Stan. And just thinking about, again, like not only the record but the video, and then even when you think about now in 2019, like Stan is like part of like the regular like vocabulary, like how we talk about certain things. Yeah, it's like, yo, you're not even a fan, like you're a stan of certain people. So just thinking about how impactful that was and how he laid that story out, and even like when you watching the video and then come to find out it's the dude, you're kind of like, every time you watch a video you're kind of like, no, you expect like a different outcome to happen, but it's the same thing.
Shit, right?
So that's my number 5, Eminem Stan.
All right, my number 4, Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case.
Okay.
Yeah, that video, that song, video, everything was just lit. I like how he, told the story. We knew, and it's crazy because, he took it from something that was really going on with him. And, yeah, I don't got to say too much about that. Number 4, Snoop Dogg, Murder Was the Case.
So my number 4, you actually just named it as your number 5 was Lost Boys Renee, because I just remember being like, I don't even know how old I was.
Okay, y'all trying to kill me with these shots, man. You got another water in there, man?
Yeah, can I have a water too?
Man.
You need another water?
Yeah, man.
Thank you,
man.
I don't even remember how old I was, but I remember like,
No, I'm good. Good.
I remember like Lost Boys.
You want to, man.
I remember like Lost Boys Renee. I remember like LL Cool J's doing it. Like I remember like a couple of songs being ones that really stuck with me as like a 7-year-old listening to hip hop, being like, oh, what is this thing? Like I like this thing. Like I really want to get into it. So like Lost Boys Renee, like I definitely think too is like one of those songs that is like a standout song in their catalog, whether you're like a mainstream artist or like you really like fuck with them. That's just one of the songs where it's like you gotta fuck with it, and it's just like storytelling at its best. That's my number 4.
Facts. My number 3 was your number something. I'm losing. Nothing, but my number 3 is Eminem Stan.
Okay.
Almost all of the same reasons you said. And I'm not even the biggest Eminem fan, but that's probably like my favorite Eminem song. And just for simple fact, how he told the story, like, you know what I mean? It was lit. How he did it. I don't gotta say too much about that song. Y'all know about Stan.
So my number 3.
Yeah, I need to hear this. I need to hear this. I need to hear these.
My number 3 is gonna be Outkast, the art of storytelling, featuring Slick Rick. And that's my number 3 because it's just like you got 3 people that are dope lyricists in their own right, and all 3 that I think are dope at storytelling, especially Slick Rick when it comes to like storytelling, painting that picture. And I just remember again, like just being young, like seeing that video, like listening to the lyrics, being like, yo, what does this mean? Like I get it, but I don't get it, and looking into it, and just like Andre being Andre, and again being able to be a hip hop duo, a hip hop group from the South, and then you get someone like Slick Rick on your track who is like known as being like a GOAT in hip hop, and being someone that's dope at storytelling to get on your track. And
he's the king of storytelling.
I remember they had the puppets too. Like I remember like everything that came about with that song, and I'm just like, Andre telling a story about him being in love with a girl that was strung out on that shit. Like, even to this day, like, it still resonates with me. So I'm like, I gotta put that up there. Outkast, one of the best hip hop groups of all time. Slick Rick, one of the best lyricists, like, to ever have Great Star presence. So I gotta put that as my number 3.
All right, dope. My number 2, I believe, was your number 9. Tupac, Brenda's Got a Baby.
Okay.
You know, the message, the video, you know, how he told the story, everything. It was, you know, I think that's probably Tupac's greatest song.
One of them.
You know what I mean?
I think one of them. Even now to this day, you still refer to like that whole situation of like Brenda's got a baby, or exactly. Somebody's got a baby.
It was, you know, it was at all it was. It had the most powerful message. Maybe out of all the songs that we naming right now, it had the most powerful message. So number 2, Tupac, Brenda's Got a Baby.
Okay, I didn't hear Joe mention my number 2 at all on his list, so I'm nervous. But I gotta put Nas Rewind on there because for an MC to not only storytell, but to tell the shit from a different perspective and also spit the whole shit backwards, it's just like unbelievable, unheard of. Like, even still to this day in 2019, no one has ever done anything like that. Not to my knowledge. If someone has done something like that, please let us know in the comments. But I still have not seen anyone able to recreate anything like that. And I know people are very critical of Nas. He picked trash beats. His production is horrible. But listen, none of y'all motherfuckers is fucking with Rewind at all. Like, he told the story backwards and rewind from the perspective of a. You did. That's how when you comment, I ain't say nothing. I was just like, okay. But yeah, Nas Rewind is my number 2, and that's my way too of giving Nas his flowers, because I know it's hard when it's like you're like the 1B to a 1A that is Hove, or when people look at you as the number 2, or like, you know, the on the back burners of someone like a Jay-Z. So that's my way too of giving Nas his flowers. So Nas's Rewind is my number 2.
All right.
Oh, there it is. Number 1. I'm scared.
I don't know.
I'm scared.
You think you're gonna have the same number 1?
I highly doubt it.
You highly doubt it?
I highly doubt it.
Okay. My number 1.
I doubt it.
I feel like number 1 was easy. Like, when I did my list, I put number 1 first, and then I started working on everything else. Because I knew this was going to be number 1.
You always do that. And me, I'm the opposite.
I knew this was going to be number 1.
10 and like I worked my way up. Like,
and then I started working on everything else, but I knew this was going to be number 1. Yeah. And my number 1 is Ice Cube. Today was a good day. No story don't get better than that, y'all. Like, what story really get better than Ice Cube? Today was a good day, yo. Like, he told a story about his good day. Like, come on, yeah. About his good day. Like, that. Come on, yeah. It don't get better than that, yo. Ice Cube, today was a good day. Number 1 for me.
That's on my honorable mentions. So Ice Cube's A Good Day was on my honorable mentions. And my number 1, I got a feeling that it's not even going to be a part of your honorable mentions, but this song, every time I hear it, it's storytelling. And like, to me, this song is like, if an alien came down to earth and asked me what hip hop was, I would play this song for them. That's how much this song means to me. And it's Pete Rock and CL Smooth, When They Reminisce Over You.
Yeah.
That song.
That beat.
Everything about it. Like, to me, the beat was in the Boondocks too, and then just listening to all his verses and just think about like how he like breaks everything down, talking about like his whole family lineage, his family tree, and how he got to where he is now, and Pete Rock finding him. Like, everything about that song to me is an epitome of storytelling when it comes to hip hop, and also the epitome of hip hop itself. Again, like telling a story. Being really visual with your words, which I know is also telling a story, but I'm going to use it as 2 different points. And also, too, just like sampling, which is huge in hip hop. Like, to me, that song embodies everything. So that is my number 1. P Rock and CL. Like, can I tell you, like, that's like really my favorite hip hop song of all time. Yes.
Oh shit! All right,
it's my favorite hip hop song. If anybody came and asked me, like, "Yo, what hip hop is?" Play a song for me. I'm playing that song for them.
I never thought about if somebody asked me that. But that's a good.
If an alien comes down and is like, "What is hip hop?" I'm playing that song for them, and I'm like,
I seen somebody in the comments say, I you know, one of my honorable mentions was Warren G, Regulators. I wanted to get Regulators in there, but you know, I was going.
What about Children's story, Slick Rick.
Children's story, Slick Rick.
Hold on. This is my thing about Slick Rick.
Oh.
Slick Rick could have his own top 10.
Yeah.
So like by default, that's why I didn't put Slick Rick in, because he could have his own top 10 of storytelling songs,
Yeah,
yo.
somewhere.
You know what?
Children's story.
He would have had everything. Would have
You
been.
know what
him,
else
yo.
is my honorable mentions? It's like a little like new, like it's not that new, but it's about like 10 years old. Ludacris Runaway Love. Listen, can I tell you when Mary's singing on the beat, and then you got people sitting there rapping about teenage pregnancy? What I was in high school, like, oh my god, I don't want this to be me.
Lupe Fiasco, Kick Push. Kick Push
Absolutely.
is definitely
I got a story to tell.
Story to tell. Biggie Small. Jasmine. Jadakiss, Jasmine Sullivan, Smoking Gun.
Yeah.
That was
Styles P. Phone song. When he did
yeah.
Even Kendrick Lamar, fucking what was it, Keisha song, like off his
Kendrick,
Mad Kid, Mad City,
what was that?
Good Kid, Mad City.
What was it, Kendrick and damn, when they told the story, damn,
it's a couple, even off of latest Dreamville with Reason and was it Jid? Or, Reason and fucking Kaz Lamborghini truck. I talk about Robin Cole. Like it's a lot of like dope.
Let me read blogs by FK list real quick. She sent me her list. This was her top 10. She wanted us to do this top 10, so let me read her list. Our number 10 was, this is a real different 10.
Just name it. Come on, no disclaimers.
Because I Got High, Afro Man. That was her number 10. Number 9 was Tony Story 2, Meek Mill. Number 8 was Stan, Eminem. Number 7 is lit. Number 7 was How's It Going Down, DMX. I
consider that a hood love song. But maybe that's just me because my priorities is messed up. I consider that a hood love.
Number 6 is the classic, yo. All That I Got Is You, Ghostface Killer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 5, she had Renee, Lost Boys. Number 4, she had Song Cry, Jay-Z. Number 3, she had Love Is Blind, Eve. Number 2, she had Brenda's Got a Baby, Tupac. And number 1, she had Today Was a Good Day, Ice Cube.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that just goes to show you how much that hip hop has a lot of different people that actually telling stories and not just rapping about bullshit or talking about they baguettes and they they Cartier bracelets and shit like
wristwatch.
All the same shit, but this is a perfect segue into our next topic, which is XXL tweeted out blank is the lyrical artist or keeping lyrics alive in 2019.
Yes.
Which Joe sent to me, and I'm like, yo, this is a dope conversation to have because there are a lot of artists that are keeping lyrics and lyricism alive. They try to say hip hop is dead or it's all about mumble rap, but in 2019, there are still a lot of people that are keeping lyricism and lyrics alive, and we want to talk about it. So I don't know how you want to do this. If you want to go like you say one, I say one, or you want to say
we could. Or
we both
could just
want to go down your list,
we both could just throw out some names. But I'm saying I got a lot of the obvious like Kendrick, J. Cole.
Yeah.
I like Wale, so I'm gonna throw Wale up in there.
Wale,
Davies, who we talked about.
Davies. If I gotta get like a little newer, again, like I'm going like Doja Cat. I'm doing Dreezy.
Dreamville.
All Dreamville, LaKaylee 47, because you know me, I gotta rep for the women too, because like a lot of people sleep on the women and think everybody talking about selling pussy and selling ass and everybody's a city girl. Everybody's not a city girl. It's crazy.
You said Rhapsody and Shit Talker in the chat just said Rhapsody at the same time. You said Rhapsody.
Number 1 lyricist out. Period. Fuck a female.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's a couple of women out there that go past the list of women and go just in general. It's like a Rhapsody, a Doja Cat, a Dreezy, a LaKaylee 47. Like, it's a couple of women that's out here just making like a lot of people look bad. Not even just YBN Cordae, Jid,
Joey Badass.
Fucking Reason is dope as like Reason. To me, anytime I hear Reason rapping, I'm just like, yo, this guy is hungry. This guy is proving that like he's out here to like make a statement. He's out here to let people know, like, look, like I'm ready to take down whoever's in that top spot. I don't give a fuck who it is.
You know how because me and Ayesha always was big on like, damn, like female artists, like who's the next female artist coming up, or even like when we was doing the show in 2014, 2015. But with this question, it felt like it's going back to like when Fox and Lil' Kim was like the head females with like Meg, like right now with Meg and Cash. I feel like Megan Cash is like how Fox and what's the name? How Fox and Lil Kim
In a
was.
way,
Like,
yes
on the come up,
and
like,
no.
like coming up, like
On the come
coming
up,
up.
yeah. I'm not gonna
Cash
lie.
Doll.
I'm not gonna lie. Cash Doll
I
to
think she
me,
gonna
in my
break away
opinion,
'cause of Meg.
nah, in my opinion, like it's weird because like the production and like the producers that Cash worked with, I could tell she's like trying to stick true to like her Detroit roots and like have like that Midwest sound. But I think in order for her to like cross genres and kind of like really take that big step, she got to have something that's a little more mainstream, and she got to work with different artists. She got to work with different producers that's going to help elevate and take her sound to the next level. She can't just work with people that's from Detroit because she's from Detroit. But I understand and respect her for wanting to work with people that's from her hometown, because it's like, this is where I'm from. I'm trying to put other people on. Like, I got to rep. Like, I got to show the world what we got to offer. So I can't be mad at her for that. But
did we name any New York artists just now?
We didn't. But there are a lot. I like Pop Smoke. I definitely like Chef G. I definitely like Sleepy Hollow. Dave East. I like Don Q. But I think Don Q and Dave East suffer from the same thing of like being too good and like rapping too good and needs to know how to put together better songs. But yeah.
Who's that one rapper? Who's the like? So if we did forget
lyrical,
the list,
lyrical.
Yeah, who's keeping lyrics alive? That one rapper that's keeping
that
lyrics
everybody
alive
is like
right now.
really.
J. Cole.
I fuck with A Boogie. So oh my
J.
god.
Cole last run because he kind of snuck in and had the little interview with the Littles. And he interviewed.
I like Cole.
But even
this,
2 weeks later,
like,
you niggas
that, and even this year, like his feat. But even this year, like with his features, like J. Cole's able to do a feature with Young Thug, but then he's also able to do a feature with Gangstar, and it's just like not everybody could do that. Not everybody could.
Yeah, I really learned to like Cole, yo. I wasn't always the biggest J. Cole fan, but I learned. He's shown his growth. Like when I heard him on that 21 Savage shit, I was like, yo, J. Cole is really a different dude,
it was a
yo.
method to his madness because he had the interview with him and he wanted to bridge the gap. But then he also wanted to preach to them.
Exactly.
And the thing,
preaching to them.
And the thing I like about J. Cole too is like thinking about like him being on like a Young Thug song, but then also him being on a Gangstar song, which is like Guru and Premier. It's like he never switched up. Like you never seen him be like, oh nah, like he was trying too hard to get in a Young Thug bag, and he was trying too hard to get in a boom bag. Like he's been himself, and he's able to be himself on 2 records that are like totally different. So I would probably say like in 2019, I would say J. Cole, only because Kendrick isn't as active right now, and I think that's because Kendrick is getting ready to put out an album, and I don't know if Kendrick is helping to work on the Black Panther 2 soundtrack that he because you know he worked on the first one.
Yeah,
Kendrick's a little more like laid back, but in 2019. If I had to say anybody that's really active, I would say Cole is keeping together that lyricism, and then also Cole's camp. So like the Kaz, the Baz, the Jids. Like I cannot shit on all of them.
He brought the light, and then he had that big.
What about some of the? What about
Earth Gang? Like,
what about some of the older rappers like that got the longevity that's still out here? Who would you?
I gotta give credit to Fat Joe. I gotta give Fat Joe his flowers, and I know we was talking about this before we started, but Fat Joe is someone that has been able to transition, has been able to adjust with the climate of music, has just been able to really be a chameleon in hip hop since he came out in the fucking late 80s, early 90s to now. Like anytime, like he knows what the sound is. He knows the artist to work with. He knows what he should be talking about. And like Fat Joe still now has records playing on the radio that artists that came out last year, they can't even get their shit on the radio. And that's not by coincidence. And that's not just because people fuck with Fat Joe. That's because, he's putting out shit that people actually want to hear.
He went to a producer and said, I need
Cool and Dre.
I need a new sound.
Cool and Dre. He went to his go-to. He went to his
go-to. And it's like, put it like this. When your go-to and like when your team is strong and your team is able to know what's going on and they're aware and they alert and they tuned in,
you can't make outdated ass music and then.
But what I'm saying is like if your team is plugged in and you plugged in, you're going to get some good shit. Because everybody's plugged in. Everybody's adjusting to what's going on right now. Everybody's not just being like, this how it was back in the day, so we're going to stay like this. Cool and Dre, since before Fat Joe was working with them, who else was working with them? Or who was the last time you really heard about them? It's been a minute ago. But they've been able to adjust and be chameleons to the climate.
You say Fat Joe. I like, and mainly off like the last 2 projects, I'm gonna go with Jim Jones because
absolutely,
Jim Jones. The last 2 projects were like classic, like literally classic, New York classics, and like he still got that. It's like that 90s, 2000 New York sound. You know what I mean? But he's still relevant. He don't sound outdated. So it got a little of that.
Shout out to the Heat makers on
Yeah,
that,
Heat makers always.
That's when you're dealing with great producers who know you.
Facts.
And then
that's a fact.
Right,
Jim Jones' last two classics got me thinking like, damn, Jim Jones might be the Dipset member.
I mean, listen. I'm ready to be with Chaotic. Be like, Jimmy is the best out of Dipset.
You know, those my guys.
If you want to talk about consistency and over time, and listen, because
really get Joel's back his original.
Joel's looking like expired milk right now compared to Jim.
Joel's might be looking like expired milk.
If he get back his original teeth, he gonna go back to the heart.
I don't even know if his original. Listen,
I don't know. His spirits is down.
Listen, he got the new teeth. He got a new baby. He got Cambella and her new body. I don't know. Joel's is just. Nah, he's not comparing to Jim.
Cam not making the song that.
Listen, the stuff that Jim put, Jim putting out right now makes you think like, damn, yo, this whole time Jim had like a vendetta. Like this whole time Jim been sitting back taking notes, trying to figure out like, yo,
do you have like Action Bronson?
Of course, yes. So I know I keep talking about this, but I went to Rolling Loud in New York, which is like the first time I was in New York, which is dope. And Action Bronson came out, and Action Bronson like had his own set. Like he had people that would not move and was standing there and knew everything word for word right before Pusha T set. And the people that was at Action Bronson set stayed at Pusha T set. So that goes to show you something about lyricism and like, you know, the type of people in hip hop that fuck with him. But I fuck with Action Bronson. I think with Action Bronson it was just hard because once he came out, people automatically came out with the Ghostface comparison. Yo, you sound too much like Ghost. Like you trying to.
I think you know what? I think
way too much.
That kind of took. You know, I mean, I couldn't really hit because I heard too much of Ghost. I think that's what it was. Where I'm not like the biggest Action Bronson fan. Maybe because of that.
For the younger group that didn't really get Ghost, so they could be like, oh, all right, then go back to Ghost and be like, oh, all right, feel me. But yeah, he sounded too much like Ghost. Too much.
And I agree with Chris. J. Cole is different. J. Cole is definitely different. I think people easily, I don't know why people want to easily shit on Cole when they be like, oh, Cole is boring, or Cole he got the worst beats because he produced his own shit. Like that's just been a big thing of people shitting on Cole. But it's like,
I think maybe like you could probably say that like when he first started, but
I'm not gonna lie to you.
The
first album was trash. I can't even lie to you. The first album was trash. I did not like the trash. I did not become like a real J. Cole fan and J. Cole advocate until Born Sinner, because that's to me when he actually proved that like you can get on different beats, you can do different sounds, like you could really be versatile with what you're doing and still stay true to yourself. So like I wasn't on like when J. Cole first came out, I was like, it's okay, but
lately I'm like, yo, Cole, this guy he got it. Like Cole got it. Like right now, none of us ain't say Drake. Well, nobody say Drake. I'm just throwing it out there.
Cause to me, like when I think about the top, like my top is Kendrick, Cole, then Drake. Like Drake isn't the first name that I mentioned.
No, I'm just throwing it out there. It wasn't Drake wasn't mentioned at all.
I took him out of lyrical conversations.
No more lyrical conversation?
Him and Kanye, this and that. Once you find out that they got writers and I don't know who wrote on what, this and that, it's just like I love him as an artist. He's number one, but I'm not gonna put him in a lyrical conversation anymore until I find out exactly what he wrote.
All right, that's fair.
Some songs, if I find out he didn't write them.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now. If I ever listen, like how we found out about Kanye, if I find out about Drake, that's changing everything that I thought about Drake. We haven't gotten to that level with Drake. With Kanye, we know it's like Rhyme Fest, Consequence, Sahai, Travis, whoever. With Drake, we only heard that reference with Quentin. But if I found other shit about Drake, of course, like I'm being consistent. I'm gonna be like, oh nah, like I can't. Musician, maybe you'll get that. But talking about artists and lyricists, like you're not in that conversation. Not in that conversation. But now we gotta get to our next topic because listen, time is going by and we got a lot of shit to talk about. Number 2, ASAP Rocky. So ASAP Rocky was a couple months ago. He got arrested in Sweden.
You see how I'm just shaking my head, right?
He got arrested in Sweden because someone was like, following him. He kept telling them to back off, and then he ended up getting into an altercation with them, which led him to getting arrested. And we didn't really know what the fate of ASAP Rocky was going to be, but then he ended up getting released and had to pay a fine. But now ASAP is going back to Sweden and actually performing. So Drake, what are your thoughts and opinions about that?
Well, you call me Drake.
My
That was the
bad.
first thing.
My bad.
Drake on your mind?
I don't even like Drake like that. My bad. The 1800 called you Drake, but I called you Joe.
All right.
In my mind, I said
you
Joe.
said Joe.
Yeah.
But you said Drake. All right.
That's a compliment though. Drake getting money. So I mean,
yeah, Drake getting
yeah,
it. Drake getting it.
I see you see me trying to skate out of this, right?
Hey,
I'm just gonna shut up now.
We here. This guy, he a fool. He's a fool, and I fuck with ASAP Rocky, yeah. I ain't gonna say I fuck with ASAP. He's a fool, yeah. Like no bag would have even got me to go. I wouldn't even go back over there for the bag.
No.
Why are you going back, yo?
But to defend him, there have been lots of artists that have been banned from places, and they still go back to perform. Like recently, Tyler the Creator was banned from London. And he recently was able to go back to London. So he went there because he got fans. And sometimes, too, you just want to flex on people.
Was it a flex? Was it a slap?
Sometimes you want to flex. Sometimes you want to be like, oh, nah, you're trying to shit on me before. And now I'm just going to come and flex on you and come and shit on your whole entire life. Sometimes you want to do that. He probably got what?
I don't know, yo.
He probably got what?
He probably bought a whole bunch of. He probably bought the whole ASAP gang.
He probably bought the whole ASAP gang. He's probably over there fucking a whole bunch of girls from Sweden, raw with no condom, just because like I can. What you gonna do?
I wouldn't even I wouldn't even want over there for the bag, to be honest.
So for you, it's about the principle.
Yeah, it's definitely about the principle in this, yo. Especially like, and I get what you're saying, like people get banned and they go back, but his situation was a little different. Like they was trying to put you under. They didn't give a fuck. They didn't give a fuck that you was ASAP Rocky. They didn't care about it, and they didn't care.
But
it wasn't your fault. Yeah, and it wasn't.
But that's the thing. Over there, it's not even about just your celebrity. Like they look at what you do, and also to the fact of like, let's be honest, like it still comes down to your color and like what your like race is. So they was looking at it like that. They wasn't even looking at like, oh, you're a celebrity, you got money. They looking at you like you are black.
Big reason why I'm not going back over there.
But I can't shit on or like think less than of somebody that's like, yo, these people shitted on me, and now I'm about to go back and shit on them. Like I can't be mad at that. I can't, especially if you can shit on somebody that did you dirty. Like I'm petty. Like I'm a Cancer. I hold grudges. The bag was
probably ×3 now.
The bag is good.
Gotta be ×3.
The bag is good.
It gotta be.
And I get to shit on you, and everybody from your fucking country is gonna come out to my show and be there to support me and be like, fuck y'all. Sometimes you gotta be petty. Sometimes you gotta be petty and just shit on people. Just be like, just look, so you know what it is.
I don't want to be petty. I don't want to be petty in this case, man. Like,
I'm all about the petty.
Yeah, fuck them, man. That's my petty right there. As soon as they offer me, get the fuck out of here, man. I ain't going nowhere. Man. Y'all come over here and see me. Y'all come see me, man. I ain't going to see y'all.
Nah, I'm going to go out there where the money is worth more because our American dollar out there is less. I'm going to go out there and get that bag and shit on you and then leave.
I mean, this one for me just wasn't about the money. Like, I just didn't like how they really did him dirt. They really shitted on him out there. And like for him to go back. And then, you know what? I can see if he went back like 2 years down the line or something like that. He went, this was a few months ago. Like he went right back. I can see if he let a year or 2 years, you know what I mean? You know.
But again, ASAP is one of those people that got like that international following. So like how like the Tyler got that cult following that's international. It's like, you know, people in New Jersey and New York might not fuck with you, but you got people in Singapore, you got people in London, you got people in the Netherlands, like you got people all these places. So it's like, and you gotta think about it too, nowadays artists don't really make money off of music. So it's like, yo, I gotta tour, I gotta sell merch, like I gotta do all of that. Like I kinda can't blame him for going out there because you don't know what that demographic means to his well-being.
But that's what I'm saying. He's so big. But that's what I'm saying. He's so big. He could get all those other overseas places that other artists can't get. He don't need to go back to Sweden because he don't need to go back. There's no need for him to go back.
Unless but I'm not court date, the final court date.
They got rid of everything. But even if he went out of there out of spite, I'm still not mad at it because listen, like. If you gotta, I'm sorry, this is gonna sound really bad, but I'm just gonna say, if you got shit on the white person, I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Like, especially if it's like people that try to do you dirty or make it seem like they entitled to certain shit or make it seem like you less than. I'm all for the petty. I'm all for taking it there. I'm all for the holding grudges. Like I say all the time, forgiveness is not my forte. Fuck all that godly shit. Shit on what? Huh?
said we are not our ancestors.
No, I'm not. I'm not there yet. Jesus is still working on me.
No, that's the saying. We are not our ancestors.
No, but I'm saying like
Yeah, I agree.
exactly.
I agree on it. And
Exactly. No, like I'm saying,
not my
listen,
great-grandmother.
God is
Not
still
my
working on me.
great-grandpops.
I'm not fully
My
there
whole
because
little
forgiveness
family
is not my
fucked
thing. So I kind of understand if
Understand.
ASAP want to go out there and be like, man, like fuck, like this is my way. This is my way of saying fuck you and y'all paying me. I get it. Like I understand. I'm not mad at it. I can't be mad at him. I can't. I can't be mad at him.
I'm kind of bothered, and I fuck with ASAP.
If he was out there on some like bullshit Trump shit, like he's out here shaking hands with the prime minister and kissing babies and doing like they formal dinner and stuff like that, then I'd be like, okay, like what are you out here doing?
We'll see.
But
Right?
for him to go out there and do a concert and get
When's
the
the
bag,
concert?
don't even know.
We gotta find out when the concert. Because as soon as I see him pictures and him laughing and shaking hands and waving and shit like that,
if he's doing all of that, then I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I clearly see you sipping from the Kanye juice right now.
I'm
but
definitely cutting him off.
if he's not doing that, then I'm not too mad.
All right.
Next topic that we got to get into is Ebro, who I think Kanye 7 is just so desperate to get clicks and attention. Like they just do and say whatever. But Ebro went out on Twitter and said that basically hip hop needs to give Nicki Minaj her flowers. And I want to talk about this and see if hip hop really does need to give Nicki Minaj her flowers and if she currently doesn't get the credit that she deserves. What do you think?
Which one you want me to answer?
Both.
No, I don't think. I think Ebro's kind of right in this.
What?
Yeah. Sometimes I definitely be feeling what Nicki be saying. Like, as good as Nicki is, as much as she done, she don't get the credit that she deserves.
People shit on the people that came before Nicki to give Nicki compliments and give Nicki praise. Like, Nicki fans will shit on Lil' Kim and be like, fuck you, you haven't had a hit, you haven't did da-da-da-da, acting as though she didn't pave the way for Nicki to be around and give Nicki all the praise. Like, I really don't see nobody that shits on Nicki and doesn't give Nicki the praise that she deserves. I really don't.
I see the opposite. I don't see nobody that besides her cult following. That's it.
Her cult following is like 100 million people.
Besides her cult following, y'all? Nah, besides her
cult following is like most of the demographic. Nah. Like, no lie, like most of the shit that you see online is gonna be people praising Nicki than people shitting on Nicki.
I feel like,
and that's why too, when people give Nicki like constructive criticism, like, yo, your features are better than your albums. You don't need to be singing. This track was whack. Everybody comes at them and B&A mentions and want to attack them because she got such a huge cult following that people not used to her getting that type of criticism. I feel like Nicki gets so much love and attention online and with social media that outweighs the bad shit that she pays attention to. She got way more love than she gets hate. I promise you that. I promise you that.
I think she do need to give her roses before anything because it's an ADHD time and Cardi came in. Now Meg coming in and this and that, and before we forget, and we don't need her to die to say, "Oh, she was dope." Like,
but think about think about that. But think about that younger generation. No, but think about that younger generation. Think about that younger generation. All they know is Nicki. They don't know about the Kims. They don't know about Foxy. They don't know about Queen Latifah. They don't know about Mommy Love. They don't know about MC Lyte. They don't know about fucking Lady of Rage. They don't know about the Brat. They don't know about all these people. To them, Nicki is the pinnacle. Nicki is where it starts.
And that's what I'm saying. What you're saying, because it was a time where, and this is why female artists and female music was a little dead, and she brought that light to a lot of these females rap, and people don't. She kept it moving until it could be more joined.
What I'm saying is to like the newer generation. Nicki is the glass ceiling. They don't look at everybody that came before Nicki that laid that pathway. They're not
because they don't know. They don't know. Everybody's not a hip hop head like you. You get what I'm saying? Like, so everybody don't know.
But what I'm saying is they see Nicki in fucking 08 or 09, and that's all they know for the past 10 years is Nicki. Think about how many people not giving Lil' Kim the credit that she deserved, or giving Foxy the credit that she deserved, or Queen Latifah that's still out here.
I think that's more age. I think that's more like age. I think that's more age.
But it's still flowers though. It's still flowers though. It still comes back to that who's showing you the love and appreciation and acknowledging you for what you did and the path that you laid and everything that you did to enable somebody else to come after you and break that glass ceiling. Like, people look at Nicki like she is the pinnacle, like she's the one that started it all, and Cardi's trying to be like her, and Meg hypes her up, and a Doja Cat says that Nicki needs to give her flowers. Like, everybody, like, if you that young generation, all you see is Nicki, and then all you see is people after Nicki that give Nicki her credit.
I don't know.
So when it comes to,
I feel like right away.
Nicki, so who's not giving Nicki her flowers?
I feel like a lot of people.
Who's not giving her
I
flowers?
feel like a lot of people don't get their flowers, period, because
But exactly, a lot of people
always be too late.
A lot of people don't get their
recognize.
All right,
like,
but
yo,
listen,
you
you're
really
right.
broke mad records,
You're right.
You really
Sometimes.
For the biggest artists up on
Sometimes
the track,
it takes something unfortunate to happen for people to
so
look back and be
something
like, "Yo,
unfortunate,
what you did." But look at how much love Nicki get. Nicki and Kim don't get the same amount of love. They don't, because I listened to Little Kim's latest album, 9, and that shit was dope.
I think it's age.
And they said
Kim
Kim only sold 1,000 units. I listened to Little Kim's latest album, and that shit is dope and current.
She old now.
It's the age.
But what I'm saying is that
Yeah.
what Kim album did, a Nicki album today would not do that, because people do give Nicki
somebody,
and people pay attention to Nicki more.
Somebody that's 18 to like 25, 26, 27, not gonna give Lil Kim that, because they don't know Lil Kim, they don't know Fox.
But they giving Nicki her flowers. Nicki gets her flowers
because she's of this generation. I'm just talking about as a whole. Right away, when artists come out, I remember when this girl came out of jail. I remember when Remy came out of jail. Right away, they was trying. It's always somebody versus Nicki,
Remy,
somebody versus Nicki,
and
somebody
Nicki.
Yeah.
And I love Remy. I love Remy to death. Nicki gets way more flowers than Remy.
She's supposed to. What the fuck? Remy ain't do shit. What the fuck has Remy done?
Come on, man.
Remy ain't do shit, yo.
See, but now y'all,
for nothing, yo. Thank you, yo.
No, don't do that. No, because now y'all thinking in the moment. Y'all not thinking about when Remy was on an MOP, when Remy was one of the only women out here before Nicki even came out. When Remy was one of the women that showcased that you could still be a woman and still be in hip hop, still rapping and being able to hold it with one of the guys. People don't give Remy that type of credit, because when Nicki came out, it was all, not trying to lie, Nicki had the lyrics, she had the bars, she had the charisma, but then she also had the sex appeal. Before Nicki was doing the sex appeal, no, it's not total package. Because before Nicki was doing the sex appeal, it was women in hip hop that wasn't necessarily selling sex and was able to be acknowledged and people to look at them. Lady of Rage wasn't selling sex. The Brat wasn't selling sex. Queen Latifah wasn't selling sex. Moni Love wasn't selling sex. It was a lot of women. It was a lot of women that wasn't selling sex. That people still looked at them for the art craft and the craftsmanship of what they did. What I'm saying is, right now, Nicki gets her flowers. People acknowledge her with being like, "Oh, it's because of you that women rap." It's a lot of people that don't know about the women before Nicki that laid that pathway to enable her to get to where she was and beyond. I think Nicki gets that credit. Someone that don't get their credit is a Queen Latifah. Someone that don't get their credit is a Missy Elliott. Someone that don't get their credit is the Brat. Like, these are the people that don't get the flowers that they deserve. Nicki gets her flowers. I
think you might be talking about age. I think you're talking about age.
I'm not talking about age. I'm not talking about age. I'm talking about their contribution and what people feel as though they did for the culture. People don't get
awards, this and that.
The new generation give Queen Latifah her flowers.
Well,
the new generation know Queen Latifah from doing that Little Mermaid live shit that just happened recently. They don't know her for UNITY. They don't know her for preaching the unity and the self-destruction and all that other shit. People don't know Queen Latifah for that.
Okay, but and that's what I'm saying. But that's how
you spilling your cup.
That's how music is, yo. It's like, what have you done for me lately? If you're 25. You're not gonna know about Moni Love or Queen Latifah.
But
you're not gonna know.
You can't say Nicki don't get her flowers when it's people before her that don't even get some of the attention. Nicki got 100 million followers on Instagram. How many followers the people before her got? That's flowers in itself. Nicki is still able to put out features with people to this day with her trash ass albums that she put out, because her features are way better than her albums, and people are still giving her the bag to put out features. Who's giving Little Kim a bag to put out a feature? Who's giving Foxy Brown a bag to put out a feature? That's flowers. Right now. But I'm saying that's flowers.
I'm just talking about.
But I'm saying that's flowers. That's still that now.
That's just the time that we in.
No, people that want to pay you. and give you a bag based on like, this is what I think you are worth today in 2019. This is what I think you are of value of. That is a form of flowers. That is a form of respect, and that is a form of acknowledgement. It's a lot of people before Nicki Minaj that don't get that type of offers, that don't get them endorsement deals that she get today. So for us to say she don't get her flowers is bullshit.
That's just the time that we in. The money is more now. If Kim and Fox was in this time, and they was putting out music like Nicki or putting out music like they would get that money. The money Jay-Z was getting back then and getting now. Right now is way more. The money is different.
No, but it's
that money not gonna be the same. That money not gonna be the same.
It's artists that get paid more than Hov right now.
I know. I'm just saying that money is not gonna be. Money is not gonna be the same,
Tyler,
yo.
The Creator would have brought Hov out for a special feature. You don't think they was gonna boo Hov like they booed Drake? That's not what they want to hear right now.
I'm just saying.
Not what they want to hear right now. And again, that still comes back to flowers. That comes back to acknowledgement. That comes back to what do people think of you today? Nicki gets that acknowledgement.
Because she's making music right now, though.
No, we've let Nicki put out trash albums. We've let Nicki put out albums that were fucking repurposed of the same album, just adding a bonus track. And she was able to consider that her sophomore, her third album. And Queen, that she just put out last year is technically her sophomore album.
Yeah.
And guess what? We don't even acknowledge that as her sophomore album because of why? Because people love Nicki so much. And because people give Nicki her flowers.
How can, like you mentioned, like Queen Latifah, if you're 25 years old, how can you know anything, any music of Queen Latifah if you're not in tune with hip hop like that? It's hard for you to give somebody flowers if you're not from that era. That's how it goes.
But you're trying to just prove my point though, because then that means that Nicki is getting her flowers because she's of today's era.
But she worked. She put that work in.
So
put that work in.
But don't say that because now you're trying to make it seem like Queen Latifah not putting in the work in Nicki, and it's not the same.
Nah, I'm just saying just the era. I'm just saying the era. Like it's hard for you.
I think you gotta have two definitions of flowers.
To me, flowers is acknowledgement. To me, flowers is people that want to stand next to you in a climate when you're not necessarily the hottest in 2019. To me, flowers is people that's willing to give you the bag because they know not only what you're going to do, but how much you mean to them. Like, to me, flowers is acknowledgement. Flowers is like, look, you did all of this work. You've currently done this. Here you go. It's people that before Nicki that aren't getting any type of flowers.
The reason why I said the flowers, make sure she get them because it's the ADHD era. And once it's Cardi.
No, hell no. You bugging. Because Nicki got one of the biggest fan bases out of here.
No, she got her Nicki, whatever.
No,
like
the barbs are crazy.
Nicki got the whatever.
The barbs are crazy.
But it's
the
just,
barbs
I
are
want to
crazy.
make sure she get her flowers.
But she does get her flowers.
Because we in that era where
she does get her flowers. This how you know. This how you know she gets her flowers.
You know what I'm saying?
This how you know she gets her flowers. Nicki been putting out mediocre bullshit for a long time before she was even challenged. Before there was a Cardi. Before there was a Meg. When there was people like 3D Not T. When there was people like Tiffany Fox. When there was a whole bunch of women that was under the Breonna Perry's. When there was a whole bunch of women that was underground that wasn't getting mainstream attention. Azealia Banks. And guess what? Her barbs are still up there to lift her up when she wasn't even putting out shit. When she was putting out mediocre shit because she wasn't being challenged, the barbs are still out there lifting her up. That's flowers.
But if she
That's flowers. That's what flowers is. Flowers is gonna hold you down no matter what. Even if you're putting out bullshit, even if you're not as good as the people that surround you, but we still lift you up because we know what you did. That's flowers.
Nah, I don't know.
I don't agree.
I think just because you got a fan, that's your fan base. I think flowers is even people outside of your fan base giving you that credit. To me, that's flowers.
But even the new girls give Nicki flowers. Doja Cat was on Angie Martinez giving Nicki flowers. Cash Doll gives Nicki flowers. Meg Thee Stallion went on live and was giving Nicki flowers, and they went on live together. And then that's how Hot Girl Summer came out, which gave Nicki a hit record that she don't have on her own because the shit that was on Queen Radio isn't surviving on Queen isn't surviving on its own. Nicki gets her flowers. Well, it might not be as much as she thinks that she deserves.
Nicki, if you listen,
but Nicki gets her flowers.
I'm gonna bring you your flowers personally, baby. Forget that.
Kenyatta said you gonna bring her flowers.
And I'm gonna bring her some beats so she can get back to the motherfucking grind and make some.
Alright. What I'm saying is, if an artist is still being able to be successful in 2019 with putting out mediocre bullshit or barely putting out bullshit, and people still say how great that they are, or still are artists are still willing to give them that big bag and that feature, that's because they get their flowers. A Nicki Minaj feature and a Lil' Kim feature is not going for the same rate as 2019.
It shouldn't though. Not right now. It shouldn't. I'm saying it shouldn't. It's not. That's. I don't think you can say that. It
Have you listened
shouldn't
to
right
Little
now.
Kim album?
No.
Okay. My point proven.
No.
My
And,
point
and,
proven.
and you just said Lil
My
Kim just
point
sold 1,000 units. So it's not just me. It's a lot of people. I'm just saying.
But that's the thing. I'm not pointing it out at you. I'm talking about people in general, like the whole climate in general. Because Little Kim's album wasn't a trash album. Little Kim put out shit that's relevant in 2019, but people not listening to it. Because why? Because Nicki has a big following, and because Nicki is currently getting flowers on a daily basis that people don't fuck with nobody before Nicki, because Nicki is all they know. Nicki gets her flowers. If we really want to talk about true flowers, then we're going to talk about the Little Kims. We're going to talk about the Foxies. We're going to talk about the Queen Latifahs. We're going to talk about the MC Lights. We're going to talk about the Lady of Rage. We're going to talk about the Brat. We're going to talk about all these people. Nicki gets her flowers. She gets her praise.
If you know,
it might not be what she thinks she deserves, but Nicki gets her praise, hands down.
If you know
hands
those,
down.
if you know those artists, though,
people are always bigging Nicki up all the time. When she does features, the Yo Gotti Down and Damn, the Kanye Monster, the fucking hopping on the Baby Suge, hopping on fucking what was it, Young and May thing that she hopped on? Like she go hard on the features and people still give her the credit. She could give us a bad album, but if she rip on them features, we praising her.
I think it's a competition.
If her album is trash, but she's doing good on the feature, we like, yo, Nicki smoked that. So y'all don't care that she just put out an album with 20 tracks and none of them was on Billboard, but y'all care about a feature that's just streaming on YouTube. Nicki gets her flowers.
You know the music. You know it's different now.
Nicki gets her flowers.
Music and stuff like
but
that,
I'm saying she gets her flowers. To sit here and say that she don't, or hip hop owes her this and they need to be done. Look how long it took Little Kim to be acknowledged by BET. She said she never got a BET award.
Well, we all know BET is fucked up though. So
we know BET is trash and only good for playing Baby Boy in the Parkers. But what I'm saying is, look how long it took BET to acknowledge a Little Kim. How long do you think it's gonna take an MTV to acknowledge a Little Kim or a Busta Rhymes? But see how quick it'll take them to acknowledge a Nicki Minaj because she's current. They'll give Nicki Minaj a Video Vanguard Award before they give a Busta Rhymes. Or Little Kim.
Missy just got her shit. Right?
Or Ludacris.
Missy just got her shit
in 2018.
She just got it anyway.
But Missy just got her shit in 2018, and she been deserved.
I think it's because of the era we live in and how, you know what I mean.
It's all about politics.
It's
politics. It's politics. It's politics. And if we want to play politics and want to play the numbers game and who's getting what, Nicki is definitely getting her numbers in 2019. She's definitely getting her flowers.
I think she's getting her numbers. I don't know about flowers, but I'll say numbers.
She's getting her flowers. What numbers you think she should? What you think she should be getting higher numbers?
I think she should. It was I felt like
you listen to Queen Radio.
This is why I said it. This is why I say that.
Queen album?
This is why I say that.
Go ahead.
This is why I say that because it was a time where female rap is not what it is right now, and she held it up. You gotta give it to her.
I'm not talking about once upon a time, not long ago, I was a hoe.
That's why, but that's why you give somebody their flowers for what they've done.
For what they've done, and also what they're currently doing. Did you listen to Queen?
What they done?
Did you listen to Queen?
I listened to parts of it.
You want to? This how you know Queen was trash. The single that ended up being a single, which was Chun-Li, she didn't even know that was a single.
Yeah,
she thought Barbie Tings was a single because she put that out. She put out the album and cover art for that. When it came to Chun-Li didn't have no real cover art for that. Chun-Li was a leftover picture of shoot and look that they did for the Barbie Tings video. I thought. And guess what? That song still charted. That's the song that held that album.
I thought Nicki gets her flowers. I thought when you get flowers, it's for the work that you've done, and she put in work. It's not like she put in work.
So where's Little Kim flowers then?
My thing is
so where's Little Kim flowers then? Because Little Kim put in work. Little Kim put in work. If we want to talk about the Quiet Storm song, who verse stand out? If we want to talk about all about the Benjamins, who verse stand out? If we want to talk about Get Money, who verse stand out? So where's Little Kim's flowers?
That's why I said depending on your age bracket, depending on your age bracket, you get that fuck. It's a whole group of people that I know that don't fuck.
But that's proving my point.
It was a whole group of people
that did not fuck with
Nicki.
But that's proving my point
because there was Kim stands.
Yeah, exactly.
But right now, what's proving my point right now is that Nicki is getting her flowers because if you want to look at the amount of people that are looking at her, the amount of people that were currently looking at her dominating. Yeah, the younger generation, social media in general. If you want to look at that as a form of how she performs, Nicki gets her flowers. Nikki
Yeah.
gets her
You feel
flowers.
me? Like our generation not giving her flowers.
What
Like,
you mean?
Not all of, because
So you mean the older generation don't give Nikki her flowers?
not as much as they should.
All right, the older generation. All right, the older generation, which you have nothing
Because
really.
they more
Listen,
so
but the older
campus
generation, you ain't got nothing to skill out on. But yeah, if you want to look at the newer generation, if you're going off of social media followers and likes and how many views she get and how she's streaming and what country she's going #1, that proves that she's getting her flowers. That proves that people are giving her respect and showing her love. Her barbs are fucking crazy.
Or just the time and the era is different. It's just different now.
Nobody's praising Little Kim like they praise Nicki. Nobody.
I think because of the era too, as well.
No.
Because of the era.
Go ahead, say what you gotta say.
It all boils down to the fact that Nicki just ain't hot no more, my nigga. Like, let's call a spade a spade. There's new people in the game, just like you said.
That's what the
Little
ADHD
Kim,
She gotta
Little Kim
share
ain't who
it.
She was
She
when
gotta
Biggie
share
was
it.
alive.
But that's
The
what I
same-
said. But
like,
that's why I said
Nicki
I didn't
had
say
a
it right
run
now.
for 10+ years. How was she not getting her flowers?
But that's
Nicki-
why you give her the
Nicki-
flowers, because she had that run for 10+.
Nicki-
That's what I'm saying.
All right, but she was
only
getting the
reason
flowers.
I'm
Hold
saying.
on. She was getting the flowers during the time when BET was giving her the best female rapper for
Every year.
9 consecutive years. She was getting her flowers.
But that's because she was putting in the work. That's
She
what I'm
was getting
saying.
her flowers.
I think we
Every year. Not even trying to lie. And what, 2016, 2017, Dreezy didn't get nominated for Best Female Rapper in Hip Hop, and she put out a dope album because it was Nicki and it was because it was Remy and it was because of other people that Nicki gets her flowers.
I understand what both of y'all
She
saying.
gets her flowers. What more do we put it like
I
this?
understand.
Put it like this. My
Yes.
question is, what more do we got to do for Nicki Minaj in 2019?
Kiss her feet. Like,
That's what I want to know. What more do we got to do for her in 2019?
We gotta give her some type of big ass award, whatever the
She
fuck.
got
it-
every
What are you talking?
Like
I agree
now
with
she's
Chaotic,
older now.
She's
So
older. She an OG
Now
now.
it's
She
like-
an OG now.
you're old, sit on it.
How Kim was an OG, she an OG now.
All right, so what's Kim Big Award?
I don't know. Somebody got to give her
Kim
a
ain't
award.
do them numbers like fucking.
I don't
she did.
care. You bugging.
Numbers before Nicki.
Hold on. Kim got a classic album before
No, it
Nicki
ain't.
got a classic album. Let's not front. Hardcore is more of a
Hardcore's
classic album than Nicki's Pink Print or Nicki's Pink Friday
Nicki-
or Nicki's
But
Queen.
Nicki surpassed
What's
female
Missy?
artists.
What's Missy?
Period.
What's Missy
Nicki up
Elliott's?
there with
What's
Lauryn
Missy-
Hill. And
What's Missy Elliott's big album? What's Missy Elliott's big award that she got? Please tell me.
they give
'Cause I
her
don't
like
know
a
what
lifetime,
Grammy. What Grammy? Who gave her a Lifetime? If it's Soul Train to BET, that don't count.
It do count. That's
No,
our
it don't.
awards.
No, it don't.
Say our awards
No, don't,
count.
because you know how
Don't say
people
our
in the
awards don't
culture
count.
look at the Soul Train Awards, the BET Awards. They deem that shit as less than the Grammys and being acknowledged by white people.
That's
So
all we gotta
what?
say they count.
So what other flowers
Yeah.
do Nicki need to get?
That's all we got to say. They count. So the people.
So what other
fuck
flowers?
the Grammys,
And so in that case,
fuck American Music
Nicki got
Awards.
mad Soul Train Awards and BET Awards. What more else do she need? If we looking at our shit as high as the Grammys, what other flowers do Nicki need?
That's why I said I get what both parties saying. But
We can agree to disagree.
yeah.
I'm just trying to understand.
Nicki only had a problem with.
I get what
started
she's
saying
saying,
her
though.
shit
I
like
get
No,
that.
I get what she's saying. Nah, I get what she's saying. But at the same time,
Nicki
The problem
got
everybody
mad.
was clapping.
I just
Nicki
don't
got-
want
hold on,
people.
wait,
I
but
just don't
Nicki-
want. I don't want people to forget what she contributed.
yeah.
Nobody
fact,
forgets
that's a
what
fact.
she contributed because she's
People
still
do.
here. No, they don't. No, they don't.
Because it's the ADHD era.
All right, hold on. Wait. What
She
was
started
the
that.
latest song that she put out? Fuck, what was the latest song that she put out? Where it landed on the charts and then that shit fell like 78 slots and was in the 90-something, the Billboard 100, and people still give Nicki her credit. Come on, Academics posted it when it was like, yo, Nicki shit dropped. I think it was probably Chun-Li or whatever she put out recently. That shit dropped 70-something spots. Let that have been anybody else. If that was Little Kim shit that went from being 20 to being in the 90s, oh, y'all would have crucified her. Shade Room comments would have been crazy.
They do crucify Lil' Kim though.
Yeah, Little Kim. But I'm saying if that was Nicki shit went from 20 to 90-something. And guess what? The Barb's still in the Shade Room fighting for her. The Barb's
That's her
still
fan base. That's
the
her
Barb's
fan
still in the
base,
Shade Room coming at Wendy Williams like, you ugly bitch. And Nicki gets her flowers. Nicki gets her flowers. I don't know what more flowers. I don't know what other bouquet or flower shop we got to go to. She gets her flowers.
All right. I guess y'all gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah.
Because I want to know what more flowers do she need to get.
Wait, but I understand what you're saying.
No, but I'm asking like one more. Who doesn't give her acknowledgement? Sometimes I'm not gonna lie to you. Sometimes I think people give her too much praise.
Nah.
Yes. Some people give her too much praise because she was the only one.
She held shit down for a decade.
And
I'm not saying that she didn't.
She even leaped new bounds that Lil' Kim and none of them did.
No female, no female had the crown.
She got better charts. She got better accolades.
Yes.
Every
you want to know why? You want to know why? Because the people before you.
That's a different time.
The people before you always do shit to pass the torch to you, allow you to do more. Of course, but if we want to get technical and get into the music aspect of what Nicki's doing, Nicki hasn't put together a cohesive body of work. When she raps, her verses. It's all over the place. If you look like a Doja Cat who has a specific theme and a concept and she carries that shit through an entire song that's 3+ minutes, you listen to a Nicki verse, all right, her pussy wet, she got money, your man wanna fuck her, all you bitches is her sons. What else are we talking about?
That's her subject.
What are we talking about?
You gotta be.
But what do I
really
say?
If she's the best at her subject matter,
I'm supposed to give you flowers for. I'm supposed to give you flowers for a subject matter that's been recycled for 10 years. How many times she said bitches was her son? How many times? I'm supposed to give flowers.
Lil' Kim wasn't even writing.
Lil' Kim was talking the same shit.
Foxy Brown wasn't even writing.
So I'm supposed to give you flowers. I'm supposed to give you flowers over recycled shit.
Wait a minute.
I don't give Whole Foods. I don't give Whole Foods points for recycling their bottles and cans. So I gotta give Nicki points for recycling shit that she says all the time. Come on, what more flowers do she need? What more flowers do she need?
Bitches are sons. I know. That's her.
Oh, you bitches is my sons. We not in the same room. I keep you in the playroom. Like, come on. Like, what more flowers do she need?
I understand what you're saying.
Because if we want to get technical, if we want to be honest, not even comparing her to other women, if you want to compare Nicki to her counterparts that are men that came out during the same time as she did, she's not doing the same shit that they did. And that's how I compare people. Not by your gender or your sex or what you got between your legs. I'm comparing you to everybody else that's great in the time frame that you came out with shit. Nicki is not comparing to Drake, the Coles, the Big Crits, the Kendricks. She's not comparing to all of those guys.
I don't know.
She's not.
As far as what though?
Her subject matter, the body of works that she put out, she's not comparing to them.
You can't compare her to
and if I just put, and I feel like if I just put her in the box of female, that's doing her injustice. That's like you competing in like something to do with sports, and I'm like, oh nah, but I'm gonna compare you to the people that aren't as athletic, and you better than them, so you automatically get this goal. Nah, if I'm comparing to everybody that's elite and that's up to that level and that could compete, she not comparing to them.
But that's not what we do. That's why it's an NBA and a WNBA.
Nah,
you gotta separate. You can't put them all. You can't put them all in the same.
That's not how I do. That's not how I do.
There's a reason for that.
I don't separate by women and men. I look at you like, what are you doing that's dope? What are you doing that's great? Can you compete? Can you hold your own? And especially Nicki and Remy are both artists, both women that want to compare themselves to the men. All right. So if I'm comparing you to the men and what the men are doing, you're not comparing to what they're doing. You're not putting out the same type of work that they putting in. Y'all content not the same. Nicki, Pink Friday don't equate to Kendrick Lamar, Good Kid, Mad City.
I don't even think that's a fair comparison.
But I'm saying Nicki, if you ask Nicki don't compare herself to just women.
No, I know.
She says in everybody she's the best. Which I agree. I think she's dope when she's on features, but if we look at her body of works, it's no comparison.
I don't know.
It's no comparison.
Nicki held it down for a decade, y'all. It's not too many females that can actually that can say that, y'all.
Of course.
I don't know how.
But what was her competition?
That's not her fault, though. Who's the competition? That's not her fault.
You know what's crazy?
That's not Nicki's fault.
You know what's crazy? You can use that. You can use that same argument for Cardi, because now Cardi is getting the dope features. Cardi gets to pick and choose what she wants to be seen on. Cardi gets to choose and control the narrative of how I sound on certain records. So if we want to continue how Nicki did and dominated, Cardi could easily dominate for the next 10 years. Where it's like, oh, the rest of y'all bitches not even going to be seen because I'm that big and I'm it.
Let me big it up a little bit, put it up a little bit. I'm gonna blame it on the industry because it's the patriarchy and the males run this society. Those white males in those offices, they control what hits mainstream, and they're only gonna let one female be at the top, and then they're gonna make people versus
and choose.
Because right now it's so many female
put it like this, and I'm getting
from
the chat. I'm getting from the chat, and also my own thoughts too. If you want to compare Nicki's Pink Friday to Little Kim's Hardcore, there's no comparison.
I agree with that. I agree with that. But then if you
but if Nicki had Biggie writing for her.
That's true too. That's true.
No,
too.
but that's the thing. No, first of all,
the Safari, the Biggie, it's a different
first of all,
pen.
but with Nicki Pink Friday, it wasn't an issue with her pen. It was a point of what are you putting out? The lyrics, no,
the man with the pen
no,
was behind her,
no,
so
the lyrics wasn't the issue because Nicki got bars, she got metaphors, she got pen signs. It's what are you putting out? What's your final product that you're putting out? What's the songs that you're putting out? Nicki was doing a lot of pop shit. Like, come on, like Nicki gets her flowers. Nicki abandoned hip hop a long time ago. If we want to be technical, Nicki came out doing like I Know Like to Smack DVDs, the Itty Bitty Piggy, the Warning, all that other shit. And when she got on, she went pop and was putting out the Ba Ba Boom, the Super Bass, all that other pop shit. Like, come on, what more flowers do she deserve? Hip hop gives her a lot of flowers. Even when she went mainstream and commercial. Even when Hot 97 shitting on her was like, oh no, we're not doing that Starship shit. Like, she still gets her flowers to this day. Come on, like Queen Radio still gets tons of she gets her flowers. So I don't know what more ass kissing people want people to do. Again, I'm not doing no more ass kissing because I've been saying her praises and said that she did great, and I acknowledge her for what she did. But I'm not about to keep ass kissing just because she's still that huge. No, I gave her flowers, and I'm giving other people their flowers too. I give a little Kim their flowers. I give a Foxy their flowers.
Half an hour. Yeah. So I'm gonna just say, Nicki, I'm gonna bring you your flowers personally.
Kayana gonna bring you your flowers because I'm not. I already gave you your flowals. I don't know where them shits at. I don't know how dried out they are, but
Kayana, you bring the flowers?
I'm bringing them just personally.
Cool. Okay.
With the album, with the album worth of beat.
All right, and then the last topic that I want to talk about is new artists. So Summer Walker just recently announced that she's canceling a whole bunch of her shows because she has social anxiety. And like basically, it's just too much. Her being in the limelight, being in the fame. Artists have been complaining.
People about to be.
Artists have been complaining about her meet and greet, saying that like, she's not that friendly, she's not that warm, she's not giving people hugs. And I don't blame her because some of y'all dirty. I don't know what y'all got. I'm not hugging y'all either. And I just want to talk about: do you think nowadays artists feel too privileged and entitled, thinking that they could take breaks or call a shots of what they can and can't do so early in their career?
Yes, I definitely do. Like, you need to be out there. You need to do these meet and greets. You need to do these walkthroughs. All of that. You still getting your name out there. It's still, as much as people know you, it's still tons of people who don't know you and don't know your music like that. So I don't think she's at that point where she could just be like, nah, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing that. It's still so many people who don't know her. As much people know her, it's still so many people who don't know her.
I agree. Like, for me, because I'm just different and I'm really hard on myself. And in my head, Beyonce is my best friend. So I'm just like, yo, Beyonce be doing mad shit that y'all couldn't even do. Like, when it comes to her work ethic, people talking about her child, people questioning if she was even pregnant and she don't respond. Like, to me, when I look at Beyonce at a certain level of celebrity where it's just like, yo, this is how you're supposed to carry yourself. Like, a certain level of class, a certain level of like professional. Yeah, but it's a certain level of professionalism where it's like, people gonna talk shit about you, especially now we're in the blog era, social media. Beyonce don't respond to nothing. When Beyonce responds, you want to know what it is? It's in the form of an album and tickets to my tour. So it's either you buy my album or you buy tickets to my tour to watch me. But either way, I'm getting your money. I'm not responding on none of the bullshit that y'all talk about. So me, I look at artists like, yo, like, why aren't y'all more so adapting that Beyonce method or like that older method of how artists act? Because it's like, y'all don't gotta respond to everything. Y'all don't gotta respond to every tweet. Why are y'all in the shade room? You got too much motherfucking time. Shouldn't you be practicing something? Shouldn't you be in dress rehearsal? Shouldn't you be recording something? Like, I think about that all the time. So like, when I see a Summer Walker, and it's not even just her, it's just artists in general. Like, A Boogie recently said he's taking a break from music. Yeah. Ari Lennox talked about only putting out music and not doing live shows. And I'm just like, yo, y'all are too early in y'all careers for y'all to be sitting here thinking that you could call these shots and have these privileges that people that's been in the game over 20 years
especially
are just now starting to do.
Especially in this day and age. Like, you hot today and tomorrow we're not talking about you.
And I love A Boogie.
And somebody else.
I love A Boogie. You know how many people sing? I love A Boogie.
You know, because the two people, y'all, Summer Walker can make timeless music, and A Boogie knows how to make timeless music.
No, we're not saying that they not.
I know, but those they have an option to be like, let me chill out for a minute.
I don't think no.
I think so.
No.
Summer Walker's right now. She's hot right now. You need to be out there doing as much as you can because you're hot right now.
Might kill her.
You're hot right
No,
now.
Like
not trying
Killer.
to be funny. Why you think Meg getting on all these people features? You think it's because she want to? No, it's because I'm hot right now. I gotta keep that momentum going. I gotta let people know. I can't take no breaks because if I take a break, there's somebody in the back waiting to take my position with the quickness.
Yes, I agree with that.
With A Boogie, how many people fucking singing and harmonizing, doing all of that shit on records? Like, it's a lot of people that's out here doing that, especially out of New York, out of New Jersey, the East Coast. Everybody should sound like that. It's too early in your career to be feeling like, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. Even if you do take a break, you don't announce that shit publicly. You still put out the old shit that you got. You regroup, you reset, you do whatever, and you come back out. It's too early in your career for you to feel as though you that privileged where you like, I'm gonna take a break of a year and then I'm gonna come back. In a year, you don't know how shit is going.
And then you don't want another artist to come and blow up, and now you competing with that person. That person blow up, and it's almost like you
I'm gonna be a devil's advocate on this one. I'm gonna say that break could inadvertently make people talk about her way more. Pay attention. She could go back and.
We're in the ADD era.
Look what you said. Look at you don't want to be Frank Ocean.
That's why I said
you want to be Frank Ocean.
But even with Frank Ocean, Frank Ocean developed his core, his cult following before all this shit even happened. So people that's rocking with him before all this social media shit, that's not casual fans or that's not flaky. So they already rock with him because he's Frank Ocean. So Frank Ocean, A Party Next Door, they could do that shit. If you a new artist now, you see YK Osiris, he got locked up for assaulting his girlfriend. What he did when he got out of jail? He handed homeless people $100 bills.
Yeah.
Cause he knew
he got to do something.
He can't be going that long. It can't be, give it 6 months and nobody will even know about this PR scandal. Nah, I gotta be back out there because I'm new.
Yeah.
I haven't put in that work. I don't got that cult following.
Ain't nothing worse than
That's why J. Cole music, or as opposed to you making timeless music.
But that's why J. Cole and that's why Kendrick could put out an album every 2 years or whatever, because they got their core and they got their cult following developed before all of this shit. Before all of these fickle fans came about. They make timeless music, but they got these
core. Lil Yachty got a core and his little fan base.
Where's Lil Yachty core at?
They was with him for a couple seconds.
But where they at right now?
Timeless music.
But I'm saying, where they at right now?
Depends who you are. That's what I'm saying.
I'm telling you right now, Little Yachty fans was not listening to City Girls when they said real ass bitch give a fuck about it, and he wrote that. Like Little Yachty fans, Little Yachty fans not gonna just do and listen to whatever it is that he creates.
Yeah, I agree.
They not. Because he working on City Girl shit. Little Yachty fans didn't listen to that. I don't even know who your Little Yachty fans are. I don't know what they look like. I don't know what they demographic is. I can't give you nothing.
And it's nothing worse than a new artist making a comeback. Like, yo, you just was out and you making a comeback because you took time.
You know what's crazy? People gonna be like, yo, you left?
It's nothing worse than that. And now you gotta rebrand yourself and do all of this stuff. That's no good.
Exactly.
Like, yo, you just came out. You're supposed to ride that wave.
Every Friday.
Meg might not be the best. But right now, that momentum, she's riding that shit until you don't want to hear it no more. Until
why you think she on every stage fucking twerking and utilizing her knees? You don't think she want a break?
But what if you want a lifetime in the game and you like a Corday? He like, he could jump on mad features and do all this stuff. But he said, I want to take my time with this and build the slow.
But how many people really talking about Corday right now?
But how many people going?
People that, but people, no, 5, 6 years. But people, people that really know.
He's good, but
people that really know, people that really know about what Corday and what he do will rock with him. Yeah. But nowadays, when it comes to the fickle fans, people are like, oh, but he's not a Kodak. He's not an A Boogie. I don't see him everywhere. He's not on everybody's shit.
That's true. I agree.
He's way better. I agree with you, but I'm saying someone that like an A Boogie that's consistent, or a Kodak that's consistent, or like any of these new rappers that young what's his name, NLD Chopper, or Young Boy NBA, those people that's consistent. Corday is way better than them, but they're more consistent. They still out here. So in 6 months or a year, when Corday's like, I'm putting an album out, these people, especially a Young Boy NBA, it's like, oh, I done had 3 mixtapes. I've been on these features. I've done shit with Kevin Gates. I've done this. I've done that.
In 2 seconds. And Corday makes a song.
You got to still be in people's face. You know what I mean? This is the era you got to be in people's face.
I got to go back from here.
Are you going to do the Joe Budden?
Yeah. How much? What we got left? We got a lot left.
You gotta do your this or that. I gotta go to the bathroom. He got up like, but I'm saying like, all right, I'm gonna hold it down.
You gonna hold it down?
I'm gonna hold it down,
You
yo.
open?
But what I'm saying is like, well, like a Corday, like Corday is dope, but not everybody is rocking with Corday right now. Like, if you really someone that's into lyricism, if you someone that's really into that, yeah, you rocking with a Corday. But if you just a fickle fan that's just like, I listen to whatever's on the radio, I listen to whatever's hot right now. If Corday take too long to put something out, he'll get swept under the rug. People not gonna pay attention to him. And if they do pay attention to him, it's because what? The label put how much money into rebranding him or creating some sort of marketing initiative or saying, oh yeah, if you send me a message, I'll text you. Like, that's what a lot of artists are doing right now. Like, oh, text me, I'll text you back. Like, all this is marketing. All this is a way of tying back into awareness and making themselves hot. So it's not, right now, we're not in the era of talent carries you. Right now, it's in your face. It's what are you doing for me right now? What are you creating? What do I see you doing? Who are you with? How can you validate what you're doing that makes it look like it's important for me to pay attention to you?
That's why it's so hard for timeless artists, though. Like, people making real music.
It is, but it isn't. Because if you're a timeless artist, if you're putting out timeless work and you being consistent, you already got the best of both worlds.
But the consistency now, in quotations, is putting out songs every 5 seconds. And they look, Migos will put out an album, and 2 weeks later, they got to put out another single. That's terrible. That's terrible.
But I'm saying that's a consistency. All right, so looking
really
looking at Summer Walker. Summer Walker puts out timeless music. Her album Over It is great, dope, amazing. I love it.
People are
but guess what?
To her today,
but guess what?
Still.
But guess what? She was consistent. She was consistent before putting this album out. Ooh. She had EPs or she had music that she's putting out, songs that she was putting out that was only 90. She had songs that was only 90 seconds or only a minute. And people were like, yo, this is only a snippet. Where's the rest of it? She had all that leading up to the album. So you got to have both nowadays. You got to be consistent and also put out timeless shit. If you're consistent, it don't got to be that long. It don't got to be that much quantity. You don't got to have that much quantity.
Really just saying I'm sitting down for a second.
But even with her saying I'm sitting down for a second, that shit could affect her.
Too early.
Because she's still doing the shows for the large markets, like her A markets, like the New York cities, the Chicago, the big cities. But what about the smaller cities? You still got to pay attention to those too.
Like nobody don't know you yet. Like nobody don't know you yet. Let's keep it a buck. Nobody don't know you yet. Yeah. It's way too early, yo. You gotta put out like an album in maybe two. Come on, you cannot.
And it gets to a point too where now people know you for who you beefing with online. Oh, you beefing with such and such big mother, or oh yeah, you that girl that's trying to fight these people, or you that girl that don't take showers. Like, it's all these other narratives that's going on right now where it's like you gotta have the consistency and you also gotta have the quality and be able to sustain.
She's a little eccentric.
And it's too many of these chicks. Yo, it's too many of these chicks. These Janae Aikos, these Summer Walkers. They all the same. They all the same chick.
It's a lot.
You cannot be taking breaks, yo.
Listen, and look, put it like this.
You cannot be taking breaks, yo.
We talking about Summer Walker. We talking about Ari Lennox. How many people asked, "Where's the SZA album?" No.
Yes.
No. SZA album came out last year, the year before that. Everybody's like, "Oh my God, this is the best thing." Control's great album, but everybody's like, "Oh my God, SZA album is the greatest. I love SZA." And then all these other girls came out that still got that melodic soft singing. Ooh, I'm eclectic. I'm a little alternative. Right now, with Summer Walker out, Ari Lennox out, Janae Aiko out, or Kehlani out, who asked where's SZA's album? Nobody.
That's a fact. Nobody. Yeah, nobody.
I haven't seen any of the blogs being like, yo, it's been a minute since SZA. Only time I seen something recently of SZA that they posted is because it was her birthday.
Maybe because they know the time.
Nobody asked about where's her music at.
You gotta know how TV moves now.
Nobody asked about music. Nobody said, oh, on this day, SZA's album was released a year or two ago. Because there's so much shit coming out.
Too much. And that's how quick somebody gonna forget about you. And you taking a break right now. When you're hot right now, you hot now. You jump next year and you try to do the same thing, that might not even be the wave no more. You're done. It's
so many girls out here. Again, you got the Ari Lennox, you got the Summer Walkers, you got the It's a lot of people out here R&B. I can't even name them. Nobody has said anything about SZA. Nobody's brung SZA's name up.
Yeah.
Even with Return of the Dreamers coming out on Dreamville, where Ari Lennox was like the only singer on it, nobody's brung SZA's name up. Was just the year before. SZA was like one of the hottest things, like the hottest act in R&B.
Yeah.
It's too early to be taking breaks.
Like that bathroom break. Bathroom
I
break.
gotta take a
just
bathroom break too.
Oh
You
man,
just-
so you about to take your bathroom break?
Yeah, so keep talking about something.
We gotta keep talking about this.
No, so what's something else? Who got locked up or something else?
Who got locked up? Kiara, come over here, man. Keep me company,
Oh,
man.
man.
Get over here, man. Come over here, man. Come on. This the voice y'all be hearing in the back.
You already know.
Chaotic.
Bob Pound, you already know.
Yo, it's about to get this and that question. It's about to get real right now, yeah.
Isn't that?
Yeah, it's about to get real right now.
That's what y'all closing that on.
We closing it on the this and that. And you seen last week. Last week was what was last week?
Shit.
Last week was who was had the best punchlines in the prime? It was Lil Wayne, Lloyd Banks.
Yeah, no, I was just telling y'all about that, right?
This week I got a nice slow multiple choice question.
Rich was here last week.
Rich was here last week.
I'm gonna ask
feathers.
why he here.
Who had better punchlines?
But
just
listen,
punchlines, not songs or nothing.
Better punchlines in their prime. In their prime.
Lloyd Banks.
Wait. Lloyd Banks or Lil Wayne? In their prime.
Not even a question.
Wayne
had the logo.
Yeah.
All right.
Blogs by FK.
We're gonna stop this conversation.
Blogs by FK said, "Look like it's cold. It's a cold winter. Y'all niggas better bundle up because she was over here like you do got the Scully on, you got like two jackets on.
You ready for this and that?
We ready for the this and that. We ready for the this and that. I basically was preparing them for this and that.
Saweetie getting way more looks. Facts.
All right, so
she is.
Even though people don't fuck with my type like
that. This we about to do another. We about to do something new that we do on the show. It's called This and That, and it's I give y'all like an option A, B. This week is multiple choice. I got an A, B, C, or a D.
Can I just say disclaimer? Last week, me and Joe got into a huge argument.
No,
because he wanted.
I didn't get into an argument. I didn't get into an argument. She got into an argument with me.
I can admit I got into an argument with Joe because of this segment.
She might.
I moved the camera and everything, so he wasn't in it.
She might argue again. I don't know.
Nah,
I don't know. All right,
I changed my life for him. I go to church now.
Sunday service?
No.
Oh, okay.
Not with no fucking McDonald's big breakfast platter for $55. No, I don't go to Sunday service.
All right, here we go. We doing artists and their proteges.
Okay.
Artists and their proteges. So basically, I'm gonna give y'all some multiple choice, but y'all gotta knock out one. One of them gotta be knocked out. The artist and the protege, all their music.
Okay.
You got it?
All right.
So A, we got Kanye West. I mean Jay-Z, and his protege is Kanye West.
Wait, who the fuck is Kanye's protege? Designer?
B.
Who?
Hold on. A, we got Jay-Z, Kanye West. B, we got Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre. C, we got Eminem, 50 Cent.
Mm-hmm.
And D, we got Lil Wayne, Drake.
Oh,
so you gotta knock out one of these. One of these got to get knocked out, period. And all of their music.
So A said was Jay-Z, Kanye.
Jay-Z, Kanye.
B was Snoop Dre.
Snoop Dre. C was Eminem 50. And D, we have Lil Wayne, Drake. Yeah. So who you kicking out? What group you kicking out?
Eminem and 50.
I might kick out Hov and Kanye.
No? You get rid of them?
Yeah.
Wow. You're gonna get rid of the top from the beginning.
Yeah.
Wow.
You getting rid of Hov and Kanye?
Yeah. Cause you talking about protege wise.
No, you talking about both. You talking about both that tag team, right?
No, you talking about the tag team?
The whole.
I thought you just meant like the idea and concept of a protege. Like
no. The rapper and the whole combo. The whole combo. And
Kanye, you get rid of it?
In the whole body of work.
And everything that comes after them? Well, that's not included.
Just the body of work. Whatever what they've done.
That body of work swallows them.
Okay, yeah. Because I thought that you meant like the whole relation of like, I thought you meant like the whole tree. Like, because I was thinking, because in my head I was thinking like, okay, like, so what's after Kanye? Like, what's the tree after Kanye? Like, I was thinking like that.
No. I'm just talking about this. I'm just talking about. No. I'm not even talking about that. I'm just talking about
Drake.
I'm just talking about whatever. So Jay-Z, Kanye, everything they've done.
So you're
It's gone.
determined to make me shit on G Unit. I feel like that's what you, that's what it is. Chaotic. Do you realize, right? Last week it was Banks versus Wayne.
I didn't answer
This
yet.
week
This is the get back.
it's like, yo, you're just determined to make me shit on G Unit. Anyway,
Can we
possible.
be honest?
I didn't answer. I didn't answer. I didn't answer.
I like this.
Can we be honest?
I ain't answer.
Can we be honest this week?
But I'm saying I feel like his mission is
Can
just
we
to
be
make
honest
me
this week?
denounce G Unit.
Can we be honest?
And
this
my
week?
G Unit
You
sneakers.
was on
What's
the Titanic with them last week, but I don't know about this week.
I think I'm keeping G Unit.
Oh, see,
Who you knocking out?
So you're keeping M and 50?
I'm gonna keep M and 50, and I'm not even an M fan like that. But I'm gonna keep M and 50.
Who goes for you, Joe?
I'm getting rid of Snoop and Dre.
What? I would have thought you would have said Wayne and Drake.
I'm getting rid of Snoop and Dre.
And the only reason
Only
Right,
reason
and
why.
No, but he's
No,
not.
no,
But
no,
he's
no.
not saying it like that.
I'm not saying it like that. I'm just talking
Because
about
that's what I was thinking too. Because when I heard,
No,
when
no,
I
no,
heard,
no.
Just the body of work.
It's just the body of work.
Just the body of
work.
because when I thought
Just the
Snoop
body
and
of
Dre,
work.
I was like, oh, if I get rid of Dre,
Don't what they
yeah.
Yeah.
They're not talking about.
No,
No, but
no.
we're not talking about. Because that's what I thought too. When you said Snoop and Dre, I was like, damn. So that means if I get rid of them, that means Dre no M no 50 no G Unit,
Not like
or
that,
Dre
not like
no
It's
Kendrick.
just
and
the body
it's
of
just
work.
not.
If I'm comparing just body of works, if I'm just comparing just the body of works, Eminem and 50 has a better body of work than Snoop and Dre. They do. Number one, Dre only got that one album. That we gonna run with. That we gonna run with.
Chronic.
Just that. 2001.
You gotta give Dre all the shit before that as well, right?
Hold on.
He produced all that shit before.
Hold on,
Everybody's
hold
getting
on.
a little romantical right now. What's going on?
Hold on.
Getting a little...
Yeah, right. You know what I mean? And even with Snoop, the album started going like this. The albums started going like that with Snoop. The same thing with the same
You didn't want to hear
thing
Snoop
with
lying?
Snoop. No, you don't want to hear. Nobody who want to hear Snoop lying.
I don't even count.
You don't even count it. Name the album when Snoop was with No Limit. When Snoop was with No Limit. What was the album called? What was the album?
What was the album
Mention No Limit.
What was the Snoop reincarnation?
What was the album
when
called?
his documentary on Netflix?
Huh? What was the hit off Dog Food? Exactly. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. Really think about it, y'all. Really think about it.
Can I ask a question? Y'all just said something about this whole staying power and being consistent over talent.
Yes.
This is a person that we're talking about who talent is, he's above.
You talking about who?
Snoop.
Right? Yeah, I agree.
But you really talking about body of work for this.
I'm talking about body of work.
Just talking about body of work.
Now he's got hits coming every 2-3 years, right? Snoop
Sensual Seduction.
How old? Yeah, right.
Sensual Seduction was dope.
Yeah.
That was his last hit, bro.
I think Snoop is gonna
No,
hold.
Beautiful.
I think
Beautiful wasn't
Snoop.
at the Central Seduction.
I think
Beautiful.
Snoop.
Beautiful was big. Stop playing.
Snoop is gonna hold it up. I think Dre is gonna bring him down. To be honest, I don't think Dre body of work is that big. I don't think Dre body of work is enough.
Yeah, nobody was listening to Compton like that.
I don't think Dre body of work is enough. Eminem can hold it by Eminem can hold it down by himself. 50 Cent can hold it down by himself. Dr. Dre can hold it down by himself.
You listen to Dr. Dre Compton?
You're not counting NWA.
No, did you listen to Compton that came out like 3 years ago?
Even that.
Huh? That was an album. Yes, it was. That was Dre's album. He worked with Anderson .Paak. He worked with Candace Pillay. Like he was
compilation.
Dre's Compton. That was his album.
That was for the movie. What's the name? Straight Outta Compton.
It still was an album.
That was
a full
Just like
album.
how Jay-Z put out American Gangster for fucking. It was an album.
And I get it. Yeah, Snoop do got the vibes, but Dre don't got the vibes that equal up to him. Compared to everybody else, Jay and Kanye can hold it down. Wayne and Drake can hold it down. 50 and Eminem can hold it down. Just Snoop can hold it down. I don't know if Dre gonna be able to keep it up. Dre can't keep it up. Dre and Snoop.
Dre is honestly a producer. Everybody else you named.
Kanye is a producer.
Yeah. Because if we're gonna bring in Drake and writers, Kanye bringing in writers too. They both bring in writers.
Who you giving? Who you letting go? Who getting the pink slip for you?
Snoop and Dre, I'm giving them that pink. I don't want to do it, but they get the pink slip. When I really thought about it, at first I said what she said. I said 50. At first I said 50. And then I started thinking about it. Like, wait a minute. Let me think about this.
You might have made her change.
Cause listen, Get Rich or Die Trying. Listen,
Any votes for Drake Wayne?
Hell no.
Damn, she said hell no.
I'm
Why the
sorry,
hell
no.
I'm just asking.
After the conversation we had last week on the after party,
Hell no.
We gotta keep them.
Okay, we keeping Drake Wayne.
You know how I feel. You know how I feel about the Carter 3.
Okay.
You know how I feel about
Jay-Z,
the Carter 3.
Kanye.
They're the top.
They're not going.
Okay.
The only reason why I said them initially because I was thinking of Kanye, but even Kanye's discography, I'm just like, nah, you're bugging.
So you're torn between.
No, I'm going with Joe. I'm going Snoop Dre.
And you go.
Snoop
See,
Dre
I
gotta
told
go.
you, man, I changed hands because at first,
No, listen. Because no, look. At first, I wasn't sure if we were looking at like everything that comes with the tree. So when he first said it, I didn't know if we meant like what comes off a whole tree and what comes off a Kanye's tree.
I feel like at first
you got one album.
About to say that G and you was like,
You got 2 albums.
No, at first I said
What
whole.
about Drake? What time is
Wait. Listen. Listen. Wait. Can we get on the same page? Can we get on the same page? So to go off chaotic, right? The first reason why I initially said Hov and Kanye, because I thought he was talking about the whole tree. I thought he was talking about like looking at each. I thought the question was looking at each artist and looking at who they produced and their successes after. So I was looking at Kanye's successes and being like, okay, Kanye. I'm looking at Cudi. I'm looking at like a designer. Like I was looking at it that way. That's why I said Hov and Kanye off rip first, but it wasn't because I was easily dismissing their discography. I thought that he was just talking about like lineage, like what else they produced after them. So that's why I said that. But knowing what he's asking, I'm going Snoop and Dre.
Yeah,
that's why I changed my answer. Not because he changed his answer, because I know like
Bodies
what
of
he
work.
Is that he's looking for.
I would have to.
I give you Chronic, and I give you Doggy Style
because of Doggy Style. But that was one of my when I was young. That was one of my first albums. I put the Sony and walked around with. Playing bitches ain't shit, walking down the white. My pops was like, "What are you playing? Like you bought me this for Christmas?" Like he's like, "I did." Like,
hold on.
Like I remember that. So
I don't think the chat.
Hold on, Edward in the chat. Hold on. Someone Edward in the chat says Chronic is better than anything 50 has done.
Bro.
So you think Chronic is better than Get Rich or Die Trying?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah.
50 just had a buzz and took over and murdered that time.
I agree with that.
Because he had Ja Rule as his biggest competition, which was
but do we gotta pull up the track list?
Nah, it's bad.
Pretty much.
But I'm saying, do we gotta pull the track list?
Nah, it's bad.
Yo.
He like, nah, it's better.
Who gotta go? Just works, body of works.
Bodies of work only.
Give them
we got Hov and Kanye.
That's group 1.
That's group 1.
Group 1. Group 2 is
Dr. Dre and Snoop.
Yeah, Dr. Dre and Snoop. Group 3 is 50. M and 50, and then group 4 is Wayne and Drake.
Somebody gotta go.
And all they work.
Bodies of work. Everything.
Take a second. Digest that.
This is hard as shit.
Digest that.
That's hard.
That's a good one.
You gotta really think about it. I really started thinking about it. And I said at first I wanted to say M50, but I really thought about it. Like Snoop is holding them up, yo. Drake not holding it down by himself, yo.
What are you talking about now? You're talking about just going on stage and doing what they
do? 50 I need my life.
Just their music.
Just music. Drake not holding it down by himself. Kanye can hold it down by himself.
2001 album destroys a lot of people's albums just off of that alone. Just that one album. That one album is going to be more timeless than a lot of the albums we just named from a lot of.
Wait, who? I'm sorry.
You're right. I agree. You're right.
Name that album. There's people that could go through that whole album over and over and over again.
Yeah.
All right. I guess I'm still going with.
Okay. All right, so I got the last question. All right, so that's this and that. And this is my segment, which is the segment that's helping us get into the creep time because our show is called Almost Creep Hours, right? And the end of the show, we're supposed to be, helping you transition from regular time to creep time. So I was having an argument with somebody today, right, about R. Kelly 12 play and how you could just put that on when it's like that time.
Okay.
But my question is, I want to know, what's that go-to song that you got to set the moment? What's that go-to song to set the moment? You got the wings ready. You got the wine on chill.
He want to answer this shit. Let's get out of it.
What's the go-to song for what?
Okay, all right, hold on.
Hold
This is the last question. So I was having a conversation today with somebody, right? And they were saying that they're gonna play R. Kelly 12 play, right? From beginning to end.
What's the go-to song for what?
So I want to know what's the go-to song, right? For that time. So it's like, you know, you got
one
the food.
Song or
yeah,
album?
Listen, no, the song. You got the food ready. You got whatever you drinking on chill. The mood is set. However you do, whether you got candles burning or you got some hood shit like Grand Theft Auto playing in the background. I don't know. But I want to know, what's the song that you going to? Joe? What's the go-to song?
The go-to?
Yes.
The go-to? I probably would have to say, damn, what's the go-to, yo?
Oh my God.
Damn, what's the go-to song?
What is the go-to song that you putting on?
I'm an old school nigga. I'm gonna put on music in my bedroom and show these.
I don't know, yo. I might have to get back to you next show.
No. I
got you
now. Now. What's the go-to song? What is the
What song you
go-to
made
song?
the babies off of, boy?
For real.
I don't know, yo.
You're two in the possibles that you had playing spades. What you?
I don't know, yo. I'm stuck, yo.
What's the go-to song? I want to know. No, I want to know what's one song.
Yeah, I agree with Edward. I got a playlist.
No,
so I'm not
Edward.
one song,
It ain't no playlist. All right, so what's the first song in the playlist? I want to know. What are you playing? You playing Trey Songz Scratching Me Up? Like, what are you playing? I want to know. I want to know. What is it? Joe, I know you got one. I know you got a playlist in your phone right now. What's the first song on the playlist?
It was Tank, but he fucked it up.
How Tank fuck?
When I hear Wim Wee, it's not the same no more.
What do Tank and the sucking two dicks got to do with you?
We're not rocking with that no more. No, we're not rocking with that.
No, I'm not rocking with 12 play. That's why I'm like, oh nah. I'm like, oh nah. I go some Trey Songz and Chris Brown.
I don't got one, yeah.
Joe, one song, just one. Anybody else?
Anything Chris Brown.
No, all right. Name a Chris Brown song.
Let's see.
What's that song you got? 20 something, 2012. What's some song you got? That's like the name of the year. I want to know what's that one song. What is that one song? Nobody got that song that they go to?
I'm stuck, yo.
That one song, like just one.
I'm trying to think of the name of the song. It's on Innocent Pack.
Waterfall Waters. Joe, come on. You got 112. You got Jagged Edge. You got Joe.
Give me R. Kelly bumping.
Ew, yo, you disgusting. You are nasty. You're nasty.
What's wrong with that, though?
R. Kelly? Nah, listen, I can't listen to none of that. Because when that came out, I was 6, and he was fucking girls that was like only a couple years older than me. I can't.
I got R. Kelly.
I can't. There's only bitches a couple years older than me that was getting peed on. I can't listen to that. That's weird.
You notice that without all that stuff with R. Kelly, that whole backstory of that, he would be just exactly what you're talking about, that consistency.
But that backstory is nasty.
No, that backstory is horrible. I'm not condoning the backstory, but I'm just saying.
Backstory is nasty, so you gotta factor that in. But okay, so what'd you say? R. Kelly what? Bump and grind?
Yeah.
All right, so Joe got R. Kelly Bump and Grind. I got Trey Songz Scratching Me Up because I think Trey has been unproblematic. But that is our show tonight. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in. And make sure you tune in next Wednesday, every Wednesday, from 9 to about 10, 11, some-ish, for almost creep hours, where we're going to be walking you through your creep time. We're going to be entertaining you. And we're also going to be helping you set the mood by asking you creep questions and playing creep songs for you. So, again, tune in every Wednesday from 9 to 10. On YouTube, and also follow us. I am Ayesha Go.
Boy, Joe Styles Fleet.
And until next week with a whole nother video, we'll talk to you then. Bye. Yo, you're disgusting. R. Kelly? Come on, man.